Let's see here. Oh, we're live. We are live. Let me get this out on the Twitter sphere. Comments are already coming in. We're about to do this, guys.
Great. Pre-show
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah. Well, pre-Sunday Night Football pre-show? Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, pre-Sunday Night Football pre-show.
Perfect. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, hop on in. We'll be responding to questions throughout the game. And yeah, we'll be doing this. Let's see here. All right. Look at you busting out the computer.
Yeah.
You ready to do this, Prano?
Yes, I'm ready to do
Let's
this.
just jump right in, man. Let's just do it. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I am your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from Venice Beach, California, in the one and only Smut Shack. With my co-host on my left, wearing a cardigan tonight for this Sunday Night Football bonanza, Joey No Chill Prano.
Why do you say bonanza?
That was the longest intro ever.
Bonanza? It sounds like a boner and a bonanza.
How do you call it? How do you pronounce
Bonanza.
it? Bonanza?
Bonanza.
I always call it bonanza.
Yeah, kombucha, bonanza, the Jaguars. The Rutherisms don't have to just be wrong things. They could also be weird pronunciations.
What are you doing right now?
I'm getting all set up because I want to be able to follow along as well. We're gonna.
Why don't I do
We're gonna
this?
have hours and hours of.
Why don't I do this?
See, look, I can already hear myself.
Why don't I cast it on the top TV?
I won't be able to read that anyway.
You won't be able to see that?
No, now I got this. It's perfect.
Let me know how the sound is, guys. If there's
Somebody's
any
knocking on your door. Is that
Nobody was knocking.
somebody literally just knocked on your door?
No. All right, I'll check.
I mean, I don't know if somebody ordered pizza for you or what, but
The mayor.
no, the mayor.
You have to run away. So you also trying to we just started.
We are live. The mayor. Do you want to be on camera?
No.
Oh, you know you're in the shot right now. See you, buddy.
Later, bud.
A hot start to this live broadcast.
All right, Prano, what are we expecting here? Do you want to do a little pre-show with the teams that are playing? Let's talk Rams Bears. What are we expecting here?
I'm expecting a good game. I think we both took the Rams, correct?
Yeah, they were a 7-point favorite when we made picks.
Can I change my pick?
No. You think the Bears are gonna cover now?
Well, now I have
because today's been a wild day.
Well, no, it's more that I have to. I'm going against Gurley and Robert Woods, in fantasy. So this way, and I have Tariq Cohen. So this way, I could just be fully all in on just basically rooting for the Bears.
Okay, you do that, and then I'm fully obviously rooting for the Rams.
Great. So you're letting me change my pick?
Yeah, you can change your
Great.
pick. You have the Andy Ruther approval.
See, like I think I'm pretty much done for in the in our thing anyway.
Yeah.
But still, then I would be torn
Yeah.
between my fantasy game and picking. So now I'm all in on the Bears. Hopefully they don't run the option with Trubisky too much
Yeah.
and get him hurt. I have to go back to Chase Daniel.
Well, I just want to say this because this is going to go out to a lot of people today. Here's the deal. This will be our normal podcast, but we're just going to be commentating on the game.
Are you going to edit that mayor part out?
No. I don't know how much editing I'm going to do, but this is basically our normal show. You should, if you haven't subscribed to us. If you're on YouTube right now, subscribe to us. That way you get an alert every time we go live. You can set that up for those occasions whenever we go live because our schedule's kind of all over the place. And yeah, we're going to do it, Joe. We have not called a football game.
We are doing it.
Yeah.
We're already doing it.
Did I say we're going to do it?
Yeah.
Well, we have not called a football game. Correct me if I'm wrong. The last time we called a football game was the Cincinnati Bengals versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Epic Bengals.
Is that true?
Vontaze Burfict meltdown.
Why?
Game.
What have we called since then?
As far as NFL, I don't think we have.
Did this game?
No, I thought that too. Holy shit.
I'm like, how did this game start without them kicking off?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just showing us the option play that Mitchell Trubisky got hurt on, and I'm sure making it like the Vikings player did something wrong.
Are you like one of those people who says, "Oh, cold weather, Rams, Southern California team, their offense"? Because like I see people saying that shit already on Twitter.
Well, what I don't understand is like they're not an LA high school team. They didn't all grow up here.
Yeah.
Like,
but people use that a lot.
It's probably colder in Northern California right now than it is in Chicago. Jared Goff played at Cal.
Yeah.
You know, like Mitchell Trubisky is from, he played at North Carolina.
Yeah.
Like, I always think that's stupid.
Sure. No, I agree. But people use it all the time. But I think sometimes stats back. There's my guy. There's my fucking guy. I decided this week I'm getting an Aaron Donald jersey. Like, he's my guy. He's my guy on the Rams. And there's a lot of jerseys you could choose from. I was leaning towards Cooper Kupp, but...
Racist.
Yeah, I know.
That's some of the most racist shit I've ever heard.
I know.
He's not even playing right now.
But hold on. That's why. He got hurt. I'm like, Kupp is out. I liked the receivers. Get one like a receiver.
Cooper Kupp.
Support my fellow white boys.
That's some Proud Boy shit right there.
But Aaron Donald, man.
Yeah, you got to get. Don't get one with the gold on it. Get the proper like blue and yellow.
Yeah. All right. So we have the kickoff, holding out like a loaf of bread running up the gut. All right. So what? We got 1st and 10 at about the 22-23. Trubisky is back.
Just don't do too much. A lot of little dump passes to Tariq Cohen. That's what we need tonight.
Now, what are our thoughts on Trubisky at this point? I thought he's taken another step forward this year for sure.
Yeah.
Till he got injured.
He was not very good last year at all. So
yeah,
he's significantly better. And I mean, I think the people are maybe overrating him a little bit at this point because of the success of the team. Obviously, he's running the ball like a lot. Like there we go, first player of the game.
Action.
He's running. It's just
he slid there. What's he supposed to do there?
Not run the ball.
I disagree.
Okay,
this is where we disagree.
Yep.
Play action. All his receivers are covered. He's got an easy 9-yard gain.
Yep.
What are you telling him to do here? Throw it out of bounds?
Well, I mean, it's really just it's a matter of time. He already was out with a shoulder injury
but
this
he
year.
slid here. He did the right thing.
But what if he doesn't get down in time? So now you got to run and slide. I don't mind it every once in a while.
Okay.
But it's just a numbers game. With every rush, there's a 3% chance if you're a quarterback that a guy takes a shot at you. So if you have 100 rushes, that's 3 of those positions you're putting yourself in. If you have 10 of them a year, okay, probably not getting hurt. But he missed the last 2 games with the shoulder injury.
But to me, that play, again, that was a scripted pass play is a lot different than him doing a quarterback read option.
Yeah, absolutely. But you add them all up.
I don't have a problem with him running it there.
Okay.
Agree to disagree.
Every play, I don't have a problem with him running
There's
on
your boy.
occasion, but I have a problem with the amount of times that he's running the ball.
There's Cohen for no gain.
That's right. I'm in a PPR league, so that's a point either way.
Looks
as
like
long as that was a forward pass.
On 2nd and 11. And that's where we're at. Now, I understand different people are going to have different times, right, for where this game's at.
Let's be honest. We're not doing the play-by-play. If you're watching the game, this isn't radio. You should probably have it on in the background. And we're just going to talk about all kinds of things when Chris Collinsworth would be slurping random players.
You're not a fan of Collinsworth.
Chris Collinsworth loves fucking everybody. Everything. This is the greatest game. These two best teams in football.
You know who else was the same way? John Gruden, and you like him? Gruden was very complimentary of people.
Yeah. At least he's interesting, though. At least he had a.
I don't get everyone's hate of Collinsworth. He's an extremely knowledgeable guy. He knows his shit. Just let me say this. What's the difference between Collinsworth and Troy Aikman?
I think Troy Aikman is a little bit more like he's more willing to say, hey, that wasn't a very good throw right there.
Okay. I can take that note. All right, get him.
Here he goes
get
again.
Him. But he got another first down.
Yep. He's going to get a first down. The Chicago Bears are 8-4. If the Chicago Bears go 11-5 or 10-6, they're going to make a playoff. I mean, they'll make the playoffs if they get to 9 wins, basically. If they win 9 games, they're in.
Which they're 1 game away from.
Right. Now, what percent chance do they have of winning a playoff game against literally anyone if Chase Daniels plays?
0.
Right. So that's the danger. Can you win one more game this season without Mitch Trubisky running the ball every third play? But you know what? Maybe they don't value him that much. I mean, there is that possibility. There's a possibility the coach is like, yeah, man, do what you got to do for a win. If you get hurt, I'll take Chase Daniel.
I doubt that. He was their 2nd overall pick. Right? 2nd?
Yeah. The GMs make the pick. The coaches call the plays and decide who's going to play and all that. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's like, yeah, we got to do what we got to do to win.
If you think the Bears will win 0 playoff games with any other quarterback besides Mitchell Trubisky, hit the like button. See how I did that?
It's very confusing, but yeah, I got it in the end.
Very confusing. Just hit the like button regardless. You're not hearing Collinsworth.
Is this the scripted first 15 of the Bears?
Well, it looked like, there was a penalty, so it's 1st and 15 behind his receiver there. Who's number 17?
That's Miller, I believe.
It looks very cold in Chicago. We were there.
I believe it was 24 degrees with the wind chill.
24?
Yeah.
You just making that up?
No, they just showed it before the game started.
Okay.
They put the temperature up there.
I was in the zone. I get in the zone before we do these live broadcasts.
So we were getting in the zone for Sunday Night Football, and you were not watching Sunday Night Football? That's how in the zone you were? Like,
I was mentally preparing.
Like they were giving me all kinds of information about the game we're going to call. I was in the zone, so I couldn't pay attention.
We are at 11:03, 2nd and 15. Trubisky completely overshoots his fucking receiver. And is that Marcus Peters on the pick, running it back? He's still going.
Hey, he's inside the 15. I imagine that's the cold weather on North Carolina boy Mitchell Trubisky's hands. Not used to the cold.
Yes.
Not used to the cold playing in Chicago.
There's a flag. Go figure. These guys, whether it's special teams or turnover, I would love to see the numbers on what percentage there's a flag. Like, just don't block a dude in the back. Just don't do it.
Yeah. This is just a straight up miss, though.
This is a terrible pass right here. He just missed him. Because he's open. He's wide open.
Yeah, he's wide open. There's two guys behind him, and he basically threw it to both of them.
He threw it to Joyner and Peters picked it off. It's just a terrible pass.
Yeah.
Now, Peters, here's what I learned about Peters this year, right? I'm watching all the Rams games. I think he came in with a lot of hype because I think he has a lot of what we just saw. The interception numbers are high, but he's a very gambling type of DB where he gets burnt a shit ton. You know what I'm saying? Like in the
Yep.
stat book, that'll say another interception where that was just a terrible throw.
Well, that's always the thing with defensive backs, right?
Yeah.
The best defensive backs, like the highest rated defensive backs, are guys that no one throws the ball to because they're on shitty teams.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they get put on a good team, and people are like, "Well, we have to throw the ball at somebody," and suddenly they're a lot worse.
Sure.
You know.
All right. So 2nd and 9, Goff drops back to pass. He hits Brandon Cooks to the 10-yard line. That's where we're at, guys.
So it'd be 3rd and 5 here.
I'm going to Philly.
You're going to Philadelphia?
Going to Philly Rams game next week, in case you're interested. It's a Sunday night game.
Are you telling me in case I'm interested or in case?
In case you're interested. In case anyone's interested.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be in Tahoe.
Oh, you will not be here. That's right.
I will not be here. I'll be gone for the next 2 episodes. You're gonna have to find some fill-ins.
I will. Well, we'll discuss that after the show. All right.
I was discussing it now so that these guys could give their votes.
3rd and 4. Goff drops back to pass and wings it out of bounds. I believe he hit somebody. I don't know who that gentleman is, but I believe he hit somebody.
Mac got right through there.
What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking next week? Should I was going to hit up Tug.
For what? For fill-ins or to go to the game with?
For fill-ins, and then also, give you a call or something.
Sure. Yeah, Tug is my is like he has the seal of approval.
You tapped him?
Tug Coker. Tug was mentioned. The official seal of approval from Joe Prano as far as a guy who can sit in and I think do a fantastic job. He comes in, he doesn't trash me. He comes in. It's not very negative. He's not here to upend me.
Are you taking a dig at someone?
No.
Okay.
He's saying,
Gotcha.
Yoshi's coming in. He's running over homeless people. There's other folks that come in. It's like their opportunity to, take shots.
Well, Joe, I just want to give a shout out to everybody in the YouTube comment section. I'll give a shout out right now, just a particular dirtball, or if you're not a dirtball, you're a dirtball for watching this. Sean Dwyer, big fan of you guys from down in Oz. This is what I love about this. We got people in Australia watching us right now as we call Sunday Night Football Rams versus Bears.
What time is it down in Australia right now?
Yeah, what time is it down in Australia? I want to know this. Yeah, Joe, so I will talk to them, but I am excited to see the Rams next week. That will be my 3rd game this year.
Now, are you worried about your Rams at all?
Not at all.
Except for their inability to play defense, you think?
I'm worried about the defense, and I'm worried about Jared Goff, so I am worried. I think Jared Goff is still suspect. And now the defense played better last week against Detroit. I've been on record multiple times saying these teams have to get their defense straight. And like today, Kansas City's defense stepped it up.
Yeah. Couple big defensive plays down the stretch.
That's what I'm saying. And you basically, come playoff time, everything's going to tighten up.
But, I know you've been critical of the Rams and Chiefs and Saints
defenses.
Right. But Patriots lost today to the Dolphins.
Terrible defense.
Yeah, on the miracle play.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, they lost. Correct?
Yeah,
they ended up losing in the end.
What's going on with Pittsburgh right now? 3 in a row. They lost to the Raiders.
Yeah. They haven't won in Oakland or against the Raiders in like 20 years, I think.
They haven't won since Too Short put out his first single. Blowjob Betty. Was that his first single? I don't know. You ever a fan of Too Short?
Yeah.
I was never the biggest fan of Too Short.
I mean, I'm by no means a Too Short super fan.
Yeah. Who are the big rappers from the Bay? Too Short?
E40?
MC Hammer? You can't forget MC Hammer. MC Hammer is like the OG from the Bay, bro. My first cassette tape I ever bought was Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him. I was in the 3rd grade.
I know. We've heard that so many times on the Dirty Sports Podcast. There's got to be a catalog. Somebody's got to be keeping track of this. You may have said that 40 times on the show.
Well, the reason I got to give my love to MC Hammer, man, who then changed it to Hammer. I don't know what he is now. I think he's just Hammer again.
Yeah. I didn't think that sentence was over. You were like, I got to give it my props. But that was it. That was the end of the thought.
That was it.
Okay.
I think if what I did in the 4th grade to rap Too Legit to Quit in a jumpsuit with a hat backwards, I think if I did that today, it would be considered cultural appropriation.
I mean, I think just wearing your hat backwards is cultural appropriation. I don't think you're also appropriating baseball culture with your 3/4 length. I'm appropriating like elderly culture with a cardigan. I owe an apology to everybody. That's what I've noticed. What I've noticed recently is just be prepared with your apologies. No matter what happens, no matter what you tweeted, just have your apology ready. Unless you murdered like hundreds of thousands of people, and then just give Michelle Obama candy, and no one will give a fuck.
Oh, shots fired. Well, back to this game. We're at 9:08 and counting. We got a run on the first down with Tyreek Hill for about 2 yards.
Tyreek Hill? That's Jordan Howard. Because this is a Bears-Rams game.
Tyreek
Hill doesn't play running back.
Time to bust out the vape pen.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd down. We got a little play action. What is up with Trubisky?
He's got a little rust.
A little
rust. Couple games off. Maybe his shoulder's not feeling great after taking a shot while running the football.
Maybe he needs to warm up those hands in that cold Chicago weather.
Well, I've noticed the one thing is Bears fans are all in on Trubisky. Huh?
They're all in.
They're drinking the Trubisky.
The only one
Kool-Aid.
who's not is our boy Brady Matthews, who's like, let's kind of wait this out.
Yeah.
Is he the only rational Bears fan?
I don't know. There are a lot of Trubisky slurpers out there, though. I didn't think it would happen so fast.
I think the verdict's still out. You see good things, you see bad things, which is what you get with the 2nd-year guy. First down, yeah. I don't know any of the fucking names. That's the thing. First down, yeah. Number 18.
Yeah.
We need like a producer's ear. We need somebody to put an earphone in, or the ear. What are they called? Earplug.
Yeah, like a headphone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You need a producer in your ear. That's what you're telling me. With all the players' names, you need a spotter. Well, there you go. You can look at them right there. Andy.
All right. You know what?
Bronacker?
I see it in the comment section. You guys asked, and I will take what you asked and give it to you. I'm gonna get some weed. We need it.
Here you go, Tariq Cohen, a little jet sweep. I just need all Tariq Cohen all the time. I need no Gurley. I need no Woods. I need lots of Cohen.
All right, Brando, it's vape pen time. Some of Cali's finest.
The hell kind of weird vape pen is this?
Here's the thing with the vape pen. You know why they make it this small? So you can hide it. So
your hand?
So you'll be like sitting at the bar club and you'll be like,
oh, you didn't be that guy?
She sold me on that. She's like, you can hide this one. And I was like, this is so cool. You just look at it. How cool is that?
Looks like an iPod Shuffle.
Yeah. Right? All right, back to the game. We're at 7:25 and counting. First quarter, Rams 3, Bears 0. And there is a flag on the penalty. It looks like blocking underneath the legs. What is that called? Cut block? Chop block?
Yeah, chop block.
What do I call it? Blocking underneath the legs? Bro, I'm a disaster tonight.
Yeah. Blocking underneath the legs. We're going to have blocking underneath the legs, 24.
Dude, you would watch a game.
Oh, that's kind of a fucking dirty block. He comes in while a guy's engaged.
On my boy Donald, too.
Yeah. Well, obviously, that's who they're doing it on. It's kind of a dirty play.
Who you got right now? We got Khalil Mack, Aaron Donald. Right now, gun to your head, Defensive Player of the Year.
I'm going to go with, well, I think Donald's going to win it, but I think it's a lot closer than it'll be. I think Donald is getting a lot of the love. You can see the tide going in his direction, but I still think Khalil Mack is just a little bit more dynamic in terms of how he plays defense in so many different. He's a linebacker.
Well, yeah, because obviously he's covering guys too.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of different things. I mean, Donald's obviously the most dominant interior lineman that we've seen in a long time. But I would still take Mac if you gave me the choice between those two. But I think Donald is going to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And I think the way Breeze played today, and then Mahomes played pretty great, but I think Donald's moving up the MVP discussion.
What you know?
Just
what?
because other guys are falling off. Cam Newton, I guess, no longer in the conversation.
They were discussing Donald. They were discussing Donald last week.
Yeah.
During the game, and I didn't want to bring it up because I thought you were going to be like Homer. They were discussing it during the Lions game last week, saying how obviously his presence is such a huge effect on the game. Look, dude, defensively, yeah. I mean, he is. Oh shit! Oh, your boy's running.
See,
your boy Trubisky's running.
To me, I can't get over it. Like, to me, that's just so fucking stupid.
We agree. Look, like I'm not saying that's where we agree. Don't put your quarterback in that position. Just don't do it. He's already been injury prone.
My thing is, it basically comes down to two options. Again, we always talk about, I always say it, it's become one of my catchphrases. The NFL is a Super Bowl or bust league, correct? That's the goal. The goal is to win the Super Bowl. So you either have to be trying to win the Super Bowl. I don't think I think it's pretty hard to tank in the NFL, but I think sometimes it's like, hey, we know we're not winning the Super Bowl.
Tell that to the Raiders.
Well, the Raiders won today.
2nd and 9. Cohen's
my boy
gone.
Cohen. The Raiders have won multiple games recently. Like they're certainly not tanking. I think in the NFL, it's really hard to tank because you can't. What the difference between the NBA and the NFL is, you never see teams just play. They're like, oh, we're not going to play our starters. We're just going to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What the Raiders did that you can do in the NFL is you can sort of tank by getting rid of guys.
Sure.
That would make your team better. Like, okay, we're obviously don't think we're there, so we're going to get rid of Mac. We'll take the draft picks. But you can't just not try. Like, you're putting yourself in danger by not trying.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So it's pretty hard to like tank with your play. It's easier to tank with your personnel.
Sure.
But if you're a team that thinks you're competing for the Super Bowl, I think that there's like what they're doing with Trubisky says one of two things to me. Either they don't think they can win games unless they're running their quarterback, in which case you're not a Super Bowl contender. Or they don't think their quarterback is important enough that they're not willing to lose him to one of these plays, which, again, also makes you not a Super Bowl contender. I don't think that you should be thinking, if you're a team, like, well, we could always have a Nick Foles situation. Maybe Chase Daniel will come in and win us the Super Bowl. Like, that can't be. So either way, whatever this coach is saying, to me, he's saying, low key, we're not a Super Bowl contender. You can't win games without running the option?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Because I just think a lot of these guys, for some reason, they don't see the foresight with injury. Because you saw it with the Eagles last year. You're seeing it now with Nagy this year with Trubisky. I just don't think.
But I think this is what my point is. I think that's what he thinks he has to do to win games.
I think, yeah, and I think a lot of them kind of take. Do you remember how often Russell Wilson used to run the ball?
Yeah.
Like designed play runs. They just don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but even back in the day, he didn't run nearly as much as Trubisky is.
Trubisky back, and it looks like he's going down. Is that who we got in there?
Everybody.
Franklin Myers? Jonathan Franklin Myers? Is that his name? Fowler Jr.? Am I just making up names?
Jonathan Franklin Myers? Isn't he the guy who runs the goddamn Comedy Jam?
It sounds like a fucking lawyer. Jonathan Franklin. Am I just making up names?
It's a law firm.
No, it was 94. Is it 94 Franklin Myers? Am I losing my mind? We'll never know.
This is your team. This is your football team.
I know. Should I have a roster here?
Probably. Sounds like it.
All right. Kicker in for the tie. I have no clue what his name is.
It's Parkey, and I'm actually going against him as a kicker too. So I'd prefer touchdowns from the Bears.
I'm looking up this dude's name. Am I just making shit up? I got to look it up. Lots of comments. We appreciate the comments, guys.
Let's get some comments.
Let's get to 'em.
You want me to troll some comments here?
Yeah, his name's John Franklin Myers. I
Okay.
don't know why I said Jonathan. I got very formal with it, but I was right about the guy's name. I can pull up some comments as well. All right. A lot of people want me to hit the vape pen. If you want me to hit the vape pen again, give an upvote and keep leaving comments. Just say hit it again. Do you want me to hit the vape pen again? This is a lovely little vape pen.
Somebody said Ruther is having multiple strokes.
That's a very common occurrence.
Cade McNown is a better QB. Okay.
Well, you are way back in the comments, Prano.
Am I?
You are way back. You are not up to date.
Oh, well, I think that's because you're watching is that our feed?
This is our feed, yes.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Mine are coming in fast, but
Looks
how
like
many people are commenting?
a lot.
This is craziness.
A lot.
I can't keep up with it. Hit the pen.
A lot.
All right, well, then I'm going to shut off my comments. Fuck you then.
Do the Bears win a playoff game? That's a question.
Let's see. The Bears. I'm trying to think. The Bears. Right now, who would be? No, I don't think the Bears win a playoff game.
Why do you not think they win a playoff game?
I think they're going to have a tough matchup either way, right? Like if they win the division, they're going to have a wild. I mean, I guess it depends on who they play. Depends who makes it. I certainly don't feel very good about either of those NFC East teams we saw playing today winning a playoff game.
What do you think about Bears against Seahawks? They would probably have a home game. That'd be a 4-5 matchup.
That would be.
They already beat Seattle earlier this year.
Yeah, I would take them against Seattle just because their pass rush.
Really?
At home? Didn't they beat them in Seattle?
It was week 2. They beat them in Chicago.
Okay.
The Seahawks started 0-2. So like the Seahawks, they've had a good, they've played good ball since. I would take Seattle.
It's gonna get interesting down the stretch. I mean that game tomorrow night is huge for Seattle.
It's huge for both teams.
Yeah.
It's basically one of those teams is going to make the playoff.
They could both probably still make it, right? And if you look at the standings, there could be an 8-8 wild card team.
Nobody is holding on to anything this year.
No, I know. I've been saying that the whole time. I'm like, I think there's like 3 contenders.
I always love security guy taken out. That's always my favorite.
Just anybody on the sideline getting taken out.
I love when people just get taken out. Did you see the camera guy during the Dolphins-Patriots game? I tweeted it out on Dirty Sports.
I did not see it. I'm not sure I follow Dirty Sports.
The camera guy just ran across the field and fell, and his camera equipment was so heavy. They wear it like a harness.
Yeah.
He couldn't get up.
Is he like grossly out of shape?
He was a little fatter, dude. He needed help getting up. Because he just fell. I love that shit. I love when camera guys get hit. I love when people get taken out. I just love disasters. All right, Gurley up the gut. Ooh, nice little 9-yard gain on first down. Now, Joe, we're talking about Gurley. We gotta bring it up again. Zeke had another good game today. Your boy Saquon Barkley for the Giants.
Saquon had 170.
You are ready to fucking go off on some people.
Well, on the Saquon Darnold thing? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about on the Saquon? Well, there's a couple things. First of all, you jumped on it real early this year.
I did.
And I was sitting passenger seat because I've just been accused of being a Giants homer so many times on this show. You jumped and were driving the Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the NFL car.
I was.
And I was riding in your side car, your passenger seat. I was in the side car next to you. And
I haven't changed.
And look, I know Todd Gurley's having a fantastic season, but how much more offense do they have than what the Giants have done throughout the year? I know Zeke is playing, had a great game, but like how dynamic Barkley is in terms of catching the ball, and he's going to break He's going to break the Giants' rookie receptions record.
As a running back.
Yeah. He's going to pass Beckham. Likely. I think he's at 78. He's got to catch like 12 more balls or something like that in 3 games.
Look, man, I said it all along. I watched him a fair amount at Penn State. I knew he was going to be good. And then after just a couple games, again, the eye test for me. But you have to say this with the caveat by telling people Gurley's great. Zeke is great. Like, these guys are great running backs.
Right.
All I'm saying is, if I had to choose one running back as far as what they bring to the table all around, now the only thing I would say right now, I would choose fucking Barkley. Now, the only thing I don't know, like, I know Gurley is a good blocker. I know that sounds stupid, but I don't know Barkley's situation on that.
Yeah.
If we really want to break it down.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'm with you. And second of all, what people seem to like not understand is everybody loves to do like, oh, well, look at Gurley's season. It's like, well, Gurley's not a rookie. If you look at Gurley's stats, like Gurley had a decent rookie year.
He actually only had like 4 or 5 good games.
Yeah. And then year 2, a debacle. And then
he got fished.
Yeah. But like the Giants haven't been good the whole year. Barkley's going to be right there. It's going to come down to the wire in terms of yards from scrimmage, running and receiving between him and Gurley and Zeke.
Yeah.
It's going to come down. So you could say whatever you want about those guys, and you could say, okay, they're all right there, but one of them's a rookie.
Yeah.
One of them's a rookie on a not very good team.
No, I agree. You know what we got to talk about, which we haven't talked about? I think we talked about it at the bar a few weeks ago. Dude, no one talks about Georgia low-key puts out some fucking running backs.
Yeah. They have for a long time.
But nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about where do you want to go back to? Herschel Walker?
Sure, certainly a high water mark in terms of Georgia running backs. Garrison Hurst.
That's what I'm saying.
You got Gurley.
Gurley now. Sony Michel.
Yep.
I'm just saying, like, Georgia, I feel like nobody talks about the running backs that they put out. And I know we've got to be missing some too.
Yeah.
Well, there's Gurley up the gut for a first down Rams. We're at 2:02 and going down first quarter.
It's always going to be going down, Andy.
It is. What if it was going up?
Yeah, like we're 2:02 and they're counting up now. We're in the upside down.
Yeah. I like this quick no huddle.
Yeah.
But then they sit at the line.
Well,
you talked about this when we went to the Rams Chiefs game.
I don't really understand. I understand this, I guess. It's like, so they can't let guys substitute. I still don't understand the reasoning behind when they come out of the huddle super fast and go to the line and barely have a snap count. I mean, I guess it catches guys off guard.
That's 100% McVay changing the play, though.
Right.
Good catch. Who is that? Robert Woods?
Yeah. Now, I also wanted you to mark down because you always say, you don't let things die. I'll never let the Barkley quarterback thing die.
Barkley being taken over Sam Darnold,
Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, everybody. I mean,
but who's everybody again?
2 weeks into the season, it was like the entire. That's why it's so funny, because now guys who are on the Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the NFL train, like Max Kellerman, was on First Take saying that they fucked up. They should have taken Darnold after a good game in week 1 against the Detroit Lions. He was all, oh, this is why you take a quarterback. He's changed their franchise, blah, blah, blah. We're in week 13, and Giants have a better record than the Jets.
You told me today that you said there was video. Now there is no video evidence of Max Kellerman saying that the Giants fucked up.
There is video evidence. It's still out there. What I sent you was it's much like Rob Delaney's set on of stand-up comedy on Kimmel.
Oh, you got to do a deep dive.
If you put Kellerman, Barkley Darnold in, you got to watch on like third-party sites. If you click on like the ESPN link, it's like this page no longer exists. Like he's trying to wash the internet of him trashing Barkley because now he's on the Saquon Barkley's the best running back in football thing. And
by the way, Max, you can't hop on, bro. We started that train like Joe was saying.
Yeah.
Early on.
I get credit Bill Simmons too. Simmons was on the train in week 2. But it's just, to me, I'll say it over and over and over again. Not only did I like the pick, if they were going to choose somebody over him, they should have taken fucking Nelson. Like, he also has changed a franchise in locking down the offensive line in Indianapolis and protecting Andrew Luck. But the idea that the Giants fucked up, this was a nonsensical story from the beginning, and everybody hopped on the train.
Well, again, the hot take culture.
And the hot take culture,
you can't do that after one game. They play 16 games.
But it was always like, oh, look at Eli. Look, it's like, how about the hot take culture of a brand new quarterback, or sorry, a brand new coach, a brand new offensive system, and Eli Manning's not playing. Everybody was like, oh, fucking Eli's washed. It's so washed. Like, oh, Eli is suddenly like, not, is he not washed again? Did he come out of the wash and now he's fresh? It's like, yeah, when you're not getting protection, you suck. Andrew Luck wasn't washed those last couple of years. He was hurt and had no offensive line.
Yeah.
And now everybody's on the fucking, oh, look at the frisky Giants.
Is that they're being called frisky?
Yeah. I mean, they've won, what, 3 of 4?
Those frisky Giants. Frisky's like an old creepy guy who gets fucking real touchy
real
with
handsy.
Girls. You're like, that guy's kind of frisky, man. By the way, do old men get passes anymore? Like, old men don't even get passes, do they?
I don't think anybody gets passed anymore. I think only white women get a pass for anything, because they're the only ones calling everybody out. So white women just get a free pass.
White chicks.
I mean, you saw who's the black guy, Tariq Nasheed, and then it was co-opted by Nick Cannon, calling out Sarah Silverman and Amy Schumer and Chelsea Handler. No one's saying shit.
I didn't see any of this.
Yeah, some like blogger or whatever did it, and then Nick Cannon just stole it basically.
What'd they call him out for?
Just started finding all those girls saying fag and gay and whatever on their Twitters, and being like, yo, so I guess these guys just get a free pass. And basically, white women on the internet are like, yeah, they do.
Wait, I didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
Which there's a reason, because Twitter curates it to pushing their agenda too.
Right. But white women are, I've said it before, I'll say it again. They're the main, they're just like pushing the PC culture. It's the white women, because they're full of guilt. They're full of guilt of having all the benefits of white men all these past years without any of the work. Just sit back and go like, we didn't get to vote until like 40 years later or whatever, though. So, like, all right, relax. Act like they were they act like the Civil Wars because they were enslaved. White women need to relax.
Yeah, I'm done fucking white women, man. I just decided right there. I'm only boning non-white women. How long you think I could go from fucking white girls?
I mean, if you really set your mind to it, you haven't drank in like however long.
But like, this is a good city to have non-white girls to fuck.
Couldn't do this in Cincinnati.
No. I couldn't.
Be like, what are you? She's like, I'm Canadian. You're like, that works.
Definitely couldn't do this in Cincinnati. That'd be a funny thing to do, man. Like, I'm taking this revolution. Like, we're done with white women. Every other chick is open and welcome. What's this movie, man? This is the longest movie trailer ever.
Yeah. Is this a trailer premiere?
I like Oscar Isaac. I like this dude. Oh, my boy, man. Charlie.
Your boy.
My boy from Sons of Anarchy. Don't know. Who's that dude?
This is a actor bonanza, as you would say.
Oh, Pedro Pascal. He was great in what's it called? Narcos.
You want a hot take?
Yeah.
Narcos is trash.
No, it's not trash.
I watched the first season.
It's not trash.
Hold on.
Bro. Oh, boy.
I watched
boy.
I watched the first run, and I was like, this is trash. But then I I was like, well, you know what it is? I did back in the day like a deep dive on Pablo Escobar.
It's interesting.
I read like 5 books.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah. And so I was like, maybe I just know the story too well, and this is kind of a rehash. But I was like, it is kind of like, I don't know. It seems kind of like safe and like kind of like it's like too much of like a fuck. It could be on NBC. The TV show.
No, that's
And
just
then-
not true. That's just.
And then
I just watched an episode where there's fucking orgies. I'm just now started the new season. There's orgies at a giant cocaine party.
Yeah.
Literal orgies.
and then I watched.
That's not on NBC.
I'm saying, but you take out just the blatant things that would never be allowed, and you're like, And then I started watching Narcos Mexico, and I was an episode and a half in, and I'm like, this is whack.
Well, that's
I'm out.
Okay, hold on a second. I am on Narcos Mexico. As Jared Goff just threw an incompletion. It will be 4th and 2. Rams will be punting. We're at 14:56 second quarter. Here's the deal. This one has started slowly. Narcos Mexico. Did I really enjoy the most the first couple seasons with Pablo Escobar? Yes. Last year was the Cali family, another one based in the Colombia drug cartel, which was fine too. But I'm not saying it's the all and be all show. I mean, it's no Savage Kingdom, which I'm catching up on old episodes. You guys got to get in that Nat Geo Wild. I'm telling you, Savage Kingdom.
Damn near a pump block.
You're just cutting off my Savage Kingdom plug.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm telling you, Savage Kingdom follows around leopards and lions.
Yeah, I'll never watch
and
that.
hyenas, and they have names for them. You got to get into animal shows more.
No, I'm good.
No? You don't like learning about animals?
I just started watching Billions. I'm into the Billions. I'm on the Billions train. I tried.
Is that Showtime?
Yeah. Before I started watching Billions, it was because I was watching Narcos. I started Narcos Mexico. I was like, I love Mexico. I'm gonna get into it. It's too glossy. It's too clean. It's not gritty enough. I'm out. Narcos, you whack.
All right, that's fine. I'm gonna watch Narcos.
I know
tonight.
a lot of people love it.
I mean, Narcos is no Ozark.
Right.
Ozark is the shit.
I didn't love it, but it's way better. I wasn't like a must watch, but it was way better. I think it's way better than Narcos.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. All right, we got second down.
3-3 after a quarter.
Yeah.
Anybody think this would happen? I
Well,
wonder what the over-under on this game was.
look it up. No, I don't know. That's why we need an intern. Anybody want to be our
fired
intern?
all of them.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that. Let's loosely use those terms. Your boy up the gut for.
That's not my boy. They have 2 different running backs. You know that, right?
Is that Juwan Howard?
Is that Jalen Rose?
Is that Juwan Howard? That weed is kicked in, fam.
Is that Chris Webber?
Dude, you remember how many years Juwan Howard was just sitting on the Heat's bench? Can we talk about that? Juwan Howard sat on the Miami Heat's bench.
Juwan Howard outlasted all of the Fab Five, right?
Dude, I think he's still sitting on the Heat's bench. He's not even coaching. He's just sitting there in his fucking warm-up jerseys. Juwan Howard, I mean, like how many rings? Did he get a couple of those rings?
Juwan Howard was in the NBA so long. He had the goatee when it was cool, and then the goatee stopped being cool, and then the goatee became cool again, and he was just there the whole time with his goatee.
Juwan Howard was in the NBA so long, he got to have his own Fab Five kids be old enough to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, he was there forever. Did he get any of those Heat titles?
I think he must have. I don't know.
Did
Probably
he-
got one, right?
Like 1 or 2 of them?
Well, they only got 2.
That's right. How do you think that they work Cohen and Howard? Like, are you fine with the split?
I mean, every time Cohen touches the ball,
He's dynamic.
yeah, I feel like they run Howard too much. Uh-oh. Here goes Trubisky. Wow.
Ooh, suspect.
Your boy Marcus Peters in there.
There you go, Peters. Earn some of that fucking money. You know, it's been
Doesn't it seem like Marcus Peters' helmet's too big? Doesn't he look like one of those kids when you played like Pop Warner? You're like, why is that guy's helmet like twice the size of his body?
Let me see. I need an up close look at his helmet.
That was a nice play by whoever that guy was to cut off that screen pass.
So you think his helmet looks too big?
I feel like his head's maybe he just has a big head.
That's not Marcus Peters.
No, I know.
That's a midget. Can't say that anymore either.
No,
We
you
just
can't. You'll have to apologize.
We just got kicked off YouTube. All right, so 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. Who's that? Is that Juwan Howard? I'm going with Juwan Howard. I'm going with. Is that Ron Howard?
Yeah, it's Ron Howard.
Is that Howard the Duck? Is that Howard Johnson Motel running up the middle? Dude, it doesn't take much for me.
Is that it? Is that the last Howard you can think of?
The last Howard I got.
Is that Dwight Howard?
Is that Howard Cassell? I was Dwight Howard last night at NBA Jam. Dude,
were you?
It's addictive, man.
Why would you use Dwight Howard?
I beat the mayor. I was Dwight Howard and who don't know, or did I lose that game? Who else was I with? This was the Magic days. I was Dwight Howard and Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
You could be them, yeah.
Was that picked?
Is that Joyner?
No.
Johnson,
but I think it hit the ground. They're whistling it dead.
It's 2010 NBA Jam. Dude, okay, thank you for the comment. Thank you, Shane McTagg hopping in. Howard played for the Heat until 2013. Bro, Howard got himself a chip with the Heat. How about that?
Good for Juwan Howard.
Just sitting there like a fucking dinosaur.
Now the Bears running back. So just a long and illustrious career.
The Benjamin Button of fucking sports, man. You know, I still never seen that movie.
I haven't either, actually.
And yet you and I have made multiple references to that movie.
I mean, I think everybody's made multiple. Anytime anything goes backwards, just Benjamin Buttoning.
All right, so 11:45 in the second quarter, 3-3 heading into commercial. So, Joe, let's talk about some of the other games today.
Sure, let's do it.
The Cowboys just wrapped up a huge win.
Yep.
Against the Eagles, an overtime game. I said it before we started. Maybe, and I was hard on him, maybe that trade for Amari Cooper.
Well, everybody was hard on that trade.
Not a bad trade.
Everybody was hard on that trade because of the way guys were moving around and what it was costing teams. It seems like at the time, regardless, obviously you make any trade you make, you're hopeful it's going to work out. I think everybody at the time thought, wow, it seems like they could have gotten him for less than a first. But maybe that's what it took for them to be the ones that got him, and it certainly worked out. It certainly worked out. If they were to use that first next year to draft a receiver, the guy's not going to come in and have, what has he got? 6, 7 touchdowns in 5 games?
Yeah.
So he's averaging
5-6 games.
Yeah, he's averaging over 100 yards and multiple huge plays.
Today again, at the very end.
So
game-winning touchdown.
It absolutely was a win. It just seemed like at the time that they could have gotten him for less.
Well, not only that, what it's done is it's helped Ezekiel Elliott so much because they didn't have a guy who could stretch the field with his, especially yards after catch. So now the defenses have to respect, because before it was fucking Beasley and Allen Hurns.
Yeah. I still don't like the Cowboys, though. Even watching that game, the way Dak played, there was moments in that game where you're
Dak had some throws, though, man.
Yeah, he had some throws to the other team. He had some fumbles.
No, I know, but
there was a time in that game where it was 9-0, where you're like, dude, I know you've hit on a couple, but also just stop throwing the ball. You guys should just go to slow down mode, because you're in the second half here and just run the ball.
Yeah.
Because it seems like every time you drop back, there's a potential disastrous interception or fumble.
Sure. I'm not saying he had the best game, because he didn't, and I'm not also saying I'm big team Cowboys, but we talked about the Bears briefly winning a playoff game. Let's talk about the Cowboys.
Well, that's what I was talking about before. If those two teams played, I'd take the Bears.
Okay, Cowboys at home against Seahawks. Who you got?
I'm going to take your Seahawks.
Cowboys at home against Vikings. I assume Vikings?
Yeah, probably, but yeah.
I mean, they've won 4 in a row, but I get what you're saying. They're offensively, they're not near some of the other teams, especially come playoff time. All right, so we have a penalty on first down. Let's go to our sideline reporter. Do we have a sideline reporter?
Michelle Tafoya.
Michelle Tafoya.
Did he get kicked in the head?
Yeah, look at that look on his face.
Yeah. They're going to be like, we got to just put him in a blue tent for 5 minutes, and then he'll be fine. No, we checked him. He's fine. He's like, where am I? They're like, you're in the blue tent. You're fine.
What I love is we see these guys out of it. We see him get hit.
I feel like they put them in the blue tent.
What the fuck was that, Jared Goff?
Literally. Don't let him get in. Oh, nice. Now, how about a little jet sweep to Cohen from the 3?
There it is. There it is. There it is. What I'm talking about. Jared Goff sometimes is just awful.
I think he was hit as he threw.
I hope so. Prano's favorite, the all defensive touchdown celebration on a non-touchdown.
By the way,
bro,
he actually just hit by his own lineman.
Yeah, but come on, show this replay again. Come on, NBC. I mean, come on, dude.
No, I'm not.
He was barely touched. Who's he throwing to anyway? He's trying to thread the needle to Robert Woods in between 2 guys. That's a terrible decision. That's a terrible pass. Another reason why the Rams will not make it to the Super Bowl because of shit like that.
So, are the Saints beating them? Who's your NFC team?
It depends on what they're playing. I'm still, on my thing that the Saints are suspect outside the dome. The last 2 weeks, the Saints have not looked.
So you have Seahawks going to the Super Bowl, is what you're telling me.
I did not have the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. And I'm not saying that I don't have the Rams, but.
You actually just said that.
I'm saying that would be a reason why when he makes throws like that. I mean, there's only so much that fucking Sean McVay can do. He's calling all the plays, clearly. Do they really need to put the play sheet up that close when they do this, when they're like?
They're blocking their mouth from somebody reading their lips, right?
I know, but is there really guys reading their lips? Should I do my ad reads like this from now on?
No, because you want people to read your lips.
Speaking of that, Joe Prano.
Yes.
Let's talk about SeatGeek.
Let's do it.
I'm going to be on SeatGeek this week to get my tickets for Rams versus Eagles as we have a timeout in the play out here at the LA Coliseum. Sunday Night Football next week.
Who are you going to that game with?
I don't know. I got to find somebody to go with.
You can't take Maddie because you said he, was freaking out about Wi-Fi.
Well, he Wi-Fi is an issue for him. I don't know why. Tug, maybe?
Right. I think that Monday night game was Tug's last hurrah.
But to be honest,
you're just gonna go solo. Hang out, Mrs. Shabelli.
But that's what I was gonna say. The Shabelli clan will be there. They're doing a massive tailgate.
I think you need a not white girl to invite.
To show up with like some fucking chick from like Compton.
I'm just saying, maybe go with the chick, but you just said you're off white chicks.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
I don't know why I went straight for Compton. What I put on a Craigslist ad? Looking for a date for Rams Eagles to take you to an all-white tailgate party.
Can't be white. You can't be white, but the whole tailgate will be white.
Well, regardless, I'll tell you what, Joe. Let's finish this ad read after the play. Most disconjointed ad read. I will be getting my tickets for that game on SeatGeek. What'd I say?
You said disconjointed.
Disjointed?
Sure. The Bears now going backwards, by the way.
That's right. Guys, if you want to get tickets to any sporting event, any live event, download SeatGeek right now. Best of all our listeners, that's all you guys listening, get $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code DIRTY today. That's promo code DIRTY for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. SeatGeek, life's an event. We have the tickets. All right, let me hop into the comment section, Joe.
Yeah, get us some comments.
Every week, Ruther is on a new thing. Last week, it was a shaved head. This week, it's no white chicks, LOL. Ruther should live tweet his non-white date. Okay, looks like there's some traction.
Oh, remember the live tweet your date? That was legendary.
I will not do that anymore.
Why?
Bro, we talk about old tweets. It was a different climate in January of 2014.
Yeah, but you have, I hate to break it to you, Andy, you have zero shot. People don't even have to dig up your old tweets. They can dig up your current tweets. You're cooked, bro.
I'm cucked or cooked?
You're cooked.
All right, 2nd and goal for the Bears. Trubisky back to pass, and I don't know where the fuck he was throwing that ball.
We got some young quarterbacks in fancy coach schemes just not getting it done tonight.
Yeah. Why are they re-showing this Goff play?
He got stepped on. I mean,
come on.
Yeah, they're really
NBC.
This is
That's the reason to throw an awful interception.
I feel like this is Chris Collinsworth is running the graphics department right now. He's got to come up with a reason why he can continue to slurp Goff. He's like, no, he's great. He got stepped on.
All right, so 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line. Trubisky back to pass. Steps up and incomplete. Nice little play by, is that Joyner or Johnson? I don't know. I don't know these J's in the background.
That was Joyner.
Is that Joyner?
Yeah.
Is that Roland Gabriel? Call back to that no one gets. All right, let's hop back in some of the comment section. Imagine the SJWs if Ruther got a special. Imagine me getting a special is the bigger question, bro.
I can't have him be held to field goals all the time. I'm going against this guy in fantasy. This is killing me, Andy.
What a white guy named Cody Parkey.
Yeah.
Like, not only a white guy, that's a very white kicker name.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's pointing to Jesus.
Yeah.
Pointing to Jesus.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God, for that 26-yard field goal that I made. If it wasn't for your blessing, I want to have the legs to kick that field goal.
I love the idea, too, that God is up there. He's like, I heard there was multiple missed field goals today. People probably not praying enough. I got to make sure I thank him after every single one.
You still do that joke about guys giving the devil a shout out?
No. I don't think it was ever given the devil a shout. It was like not blaming God when he fuck up.
I don't know why.
What the fuck, God? But no, I did that. Thanks for the plug. I did that in Joe Praner Takes the Stand, available on Vimeo on demand right now. And I haven't done it since. A lot of those jokes were retired in that set.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you like any of the stuff we're doing right now, you should subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, YouTube. Right now, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Right fucking now. It takes 2 seconds. Joe, I'm working on some things to get some more people right here. Right where my hand's touching.
I don't know. Are you saying guests?
Yes, okay. Guests.
Are you going to tease some guests for us? Who are you working on?
Working on some people. I don't want to tease anything because that will ruin the mojo.
Okay.
Things are in the works. Maybe former murderers who played in the NFL.
Wow.
Yes.
OJ?
Maybe.
Well, Aaron Hernandez is dead.
So, doesn't mean you can't get him on the show.
I think it does mean you can't get him on the show. Ray Caruth?
Maybe. Dante Stallworth? Maybe.
Is he a murderer?
Yeah, he hit somebody who was drunk in his car.
Right. He's a manslaughterer.
You notice that kind of just went under the radar?
Yeah.
Like, you killed somebody with your car, bro. Is this the commercial that our good friend Guy was working on? It was Adidas, and Vontae Miller was in it. Or Vontae Miller. Bro,
man, you are lost with names today. Like,
bro, that's all it takes. A couple hits in the vape pen, I'm a disaster. I need to eat some more Papa John's. By the way, an unofficial food sponsor. And let me just say something, Papa John's, if you are watching. I would take money if you wanted to sponsor our show, but you got to upgrade. Your medium pizzas, they're not medium.
But I got to say,
they're very small.
Yeah, their medium pizzas are small, but I got to say, I've never known anybody to go with the 2 medium. That's a cuckalicious order.
Is that an amateur hour move?
Yeah. You always get you start with a large pizza. That's just what you start. If you're ordering pizza, you start with a large, and then you go from there. Do you need more pizza? Do you need 2 larges? Like, I don't know if we need 2 larges. Okay, a large and a medium.
So you think I completely backfired by ordering 2 mediums for 2 people?
Yeah. Whoever even, like, you start with a large pizza is like the first.
No, here's what I should have done.
Like, when you go to, when you try to order online from Domino's or Papa John's, your cart should just come with a large pizza in it.
I should have just ordered like an extra large pizza.
Or you do like a large and a medium if you want something else on it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so-and-so likes mushrooms. Like, I don't want mushrooms. All right, we're going to do a large.
Okay.
We're going to give you a medium mushroom.
I'm glad we're having this pizza discussion because I want to ask you. You know I'm a pretty, decent fan of Abbott's Pizza.
Yeah.
So Goff back to pass. Oh, he's going downfield for Brandon Cooks, and that was a terrible pass that should have been an
that was a
interception.
punt.
Yeah. Awful pass on first down. Anyway, I stopped in Evan's Pizza last night. You ever have those moments where you just go, I'm not paying for this shit? And I was going to order 2 slices of pizza, and I saw it was $4.58 each. I'm thinking in my head, plus tax. I was really hungry last night. Really hungry. I was thinking, this is going to be $11 with the California tax for 2 slices of pizza. I could go home and order a shit ton of Chinese food from Mao's Kitchen for $14 for just $3 more. And that's what I did. Am I making any sense? I just think it's so $4.58 for a slice of pepperoni. That's fucking overpriced.
Well, what'd you pay for 2 medium pizzas? What is happening in this game?
What's a bigger disaster? My fucking economics with pizza or Jared Goff's awful right now.
Basically right now, Jared Goff and Mitchell Trubisky are 2 medium pizzas. Like, can we get one? Can somebody bring a large pizza to this game? Both these teams showed up with medium pizzas as their quarterbacks. Yo, you're not winning the Super Bowl if you're starting a medium pizza.
And what, dude?
You need a large pizza to be a contender.
Are we just done giving Gurley the ball?
Yeah, it's weird.
Like,
apparently they know about my fantasy team.
Another flag. Is that Everett? Let's see where the spot is. It's going to be close.
I'm just thinking of how you could fuck up Everett's name.
Chris Everett?
You remember the Chris Everett?
Oh.
That's like the
Chris Everett, Jim Rome?
That's like the first ever viral like sports interview.
That was ESPN 2, The Deuce.
Was it?
Yes.
It was a Jim Rome show. He flipped the table.
He said, call me Chris one more time.
Yeah.
And he did it. You think that was staged?
No, I don't. I think Jim Rome's just a fucking douchebag.
So it was what? Illegal motion on the Rams, so it's going to be 3rd and 15.
Is Gurley hurt? No, he's in there.
No, but their backup's hurt. Brown's not, and I think Brown is a good backup for him. So he's out. All right, so we're going to go trips again. Trips right. What we got? Goff is going to go underneath the Gurley, who's not going to get the first down. Right? Are the Bears defense looking stout?
Who's the guy who took over for Matt Damon for Bourne Identity? Jeremy Renner?
Yeah.
He's got to play Sean McVay in the movie.
You think Jeremy Renner looks like Sean McVay?
A little bit. Jeremy Renner, grow like a little shitty fake beard like McVay's got.
So Hecker back to punt. He's a good punter.
Yeah.
Cohen.
My boy Cohen. I don't get any points though because that's their defense and special teams. So hopefully just fair catches it, gives himself more field to catch a bunch of screen passes on.
Oh! The balls on Sean McVay. Oh my God. This is why I love him. The fucking 4th and 8 and you're inside your own 30?
Yeah, there's some sort of argument about whether or not he actually got there.
Is this a Saints game all over again with the spot on the fake punt?
I think maybe he stepped out of bounds. Is that what they're arguing?
Do I need to turn on the sound for this one?
No, they call it first down.
First down. Okay.
Now we'll see. We're going to see what they've
time for the NBC it. All right, so Everett's going. He's got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's clearly got it. Even when his knee's down, he's extending. This isn't even close.
Yeah, he's way got it. Although that's basically exactly what had happened in that other game. They didn't give it to him.
Against the Saints.
Yeah.
All right, the play has been challenged.
I don't understand what they're challenging.
By Matt Nagy. Is he related to Charles Nagy?
Who's Charles Nagy?
Isn't that a pitcher?
The Indians pitcher from like back in the day?
Yeah, isn't that a pitcher?
Yeah.
Bro.
Probably not related.
Bro, there's a lot going on up here tonight.
You're just doing like name-free association.
Yeah. I saw this commercial recently. Okay, let's play this out.
You want to explain the commercial to everybody?
No, I want to understand.
Let me get a slice of that medium pizza.
You get a slice of that medium pizza. I just want to understand people who are watching this commercial of the Chevrolet. If I went to test drive a car, which I've been doing lately, as some of you know, I'm about to get a new car. If I went to test drive a car and they put me in the car in the showroom and then 3 alligators came out, that would not make me want to buy the car. So I don't understand what Chevrolet. I know they're trying to show you the rear view mirror of the car. Like, look at the camera on the car. Who wants to buy a fucking car after you scared me to death by throwing 3 fucking alligators in the room? I just want to know, like, what's going on in that guy's head who's like, this will be a good commercial. It's a it doesn't make me want to buy a Chevrolet. In fact, I would say I don't trust people from Chevrolet because if you go to their dealership, they might throw fucking snakes or alligators.
Those aren't like, I mean, that's completely produced commercial.
I know.
They always go like, they're real people, not actors. They're real people who showed up. That just means they weren't like actors of profession. They still put makeup on those people and put them in some fucking crazy lit room where like there was just one car. If you went to get your next car and it was just one car in a giant well lit room, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? Where's your like car lot?
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I already thought I was getting punked by the 12-year-old Mexican boy who's showing me around Toyota. You for sure thought I was getting punked.
I still do.
What do you mean? You still do?
I think you're going to get something via email or in the mail saying like, sign this. You were on punked. We had a 10-year-old try to sell you a car and you didn't say anything.
I test drove a fucking Corolla hatchback with him. He knew all the features. Maybe he memorized his lines.
Yeah.
I asked him multiple times. I was like, yo, bro, are you 12? I go, I'm not trying to be an asshole. You look really young. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? It's clearly a first down.
First down, right? We gave it to him.
Yeah. All right. Let me hop into the comment section.
Why is this guy still explaining it?
People are commenting on the commercial. John LeBeau, pay $5 more a month on Patreon to make this thing a weekly thing. Think about that, Prano. Yeah, guys, if you want to help out, you can subscribe to what's our Patreon?
For us to do this every week?
Our Patreon is patreon.com/dirty sports, right? If you want to support the show on a monthly basis.
I mean, $5 isn't going to do it, but like a bunch of people at $5 might do it.
Yeah.
So, way to get the ball rolling. Who was that?
John LeBeau.
John LeBeau. Way to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Goff 3 for 10 for 22 yards and a pick.
Yeah, great stat line.
Medium pizza. That's going to be my new phrase for.
No, that's not a medium pizza, bro. That's like a pizza where a homeless man has taken a shit on. All right, so Gurley cutting across the middle. Get it? There you go, Gurley. All right, first down Rams. But he's had a lot of these games. Goff did not look too good in Detroit last week.
Yeah. Well, by the way, how did that I actually have no idea. How did the Detroit-Arizona game end today? Was it a 3-0 game?
I have no idea either. I'll look it up. Jesus Christ. All right, Detroit-Arizona. How did that game end? There you go, Goff. Who did he complete it to? Brandon Cooks? All right. Yeah, I need more fucking ads. You can't even go to a website without this shit just overtaking you. Who knew it would be so difficult to look up one score? 17-3 Lions.
Wow.
All right, the Rams are driving. They got first.
Has there ever been
10?
a less interesting game than that?
Oh, that's like a top 10 bad game. How about Kittle with 210 yards in one half and then 0 in the second half?
Yeah. Here we go. Goff back to pass on 1st and 10. Medium pizza.
He's got time, and he dumps it off to Brandon Cooks for about a 6-yard gain. Denver really laid an egg today, huh?
Yeah.
They've been playing well lately.
Their fans were getting too excited. They're like, we can make the playoffs at whatever. And they're like, nah.
Yeah.
We're gonna end that talk right now. Philip Lindsay's parents were up the other night fighting, and he didn't get enough sleep. And Philip Lindsay's dad was doing a construction project in the garage, and Philip Lindsay was just all the banging, the hammer all night. Couldn't do. Is Brandon Cooks praying after a random catch? Prince Amukamara, former Giant.
It's a good name, bro.
Yeah. It's a good name for an African prince.
Is he really a prince?
I believe he is. I believe he's an actual like African prince.
What does that mean? Is that like some coming to America shit?
Yeah, I think so. I think he came to America and he was like, in the face.
That's a great movie, man.
So great.
Anything offensive in that
I'm sure. So many things.
that the 2018 social justice warriors can get bothered by?
Yeah. But that's the thing. They go back, but they only go back so far, right? You can go back to Kyler Murray when he's 15, but we don't go back to like Eddie Murphy raw.
It's fucking disgusting, the Kyler Murray thing. I'm glad you brought that up. The guy wins the Heisman Trophy.
By the way, the Heisman, this is one of the first Heisman award ceremonies I haven't watched in a long time. It was Murray,
Tua,
and who was the third?
Dwayne Haskins.
Got it. So it's just a quarterback.
It was wasn't it the closest ever?
I don't know.
Well, Tua got the most votes ever for somebody not to win.
Most what? First place votes?
Just most overall points. I don't understand the point system, how that shit works. The thing is, Tua had played a lot better competition and took Bama's blowing teams out so much. Did you see the stat numbers?
No.
Tua.
I did not watch the Heisman.
But Tua had taken so many less snaps.
Make that clear.
He took like a couple hundred
yeah.
less snaps because he wasn't playing in second half of games.
Right.
So that was the big argument on people on his side saying he should have won.
But it's basically just a quarterback's award now? Is that the deal?
No.
No?
Who won it last year?
Baker Mayfield?
When did Derrick Henry win it? The year before? I think so.
A couple of years before that? Yeah. Derrick Henry's on my bench, by the way.
Ooh.
With his 200 and whatever yards and 4 touchdowns.
Not a good guy to have on your bench.
Well, he's been shit the entire year. The Titans never give him the ball. They never fucking play him. He's been on my bench since like week 4.
All right, 2nd and 5 for the Rams. Goff rolls out, and he's going to dump it off to Woods for a first down, pending on the spot.
They just had a commercial. It was a Pepsi commercial with Ron Rivera.
Yeah.
See that? First of all, Ron Rivera is doing commercials now. Like, not exactly. Maybe he's got a face for radio commercials.
I mean, have commercials jumped the shark? Ron Rivera's doing commercials?
Can we talk about something that the Panthers did today that they have now done like 4 times this year? I just have no explanation for it. Like, we've been talking a lot about
going for 2.
Not even the going for 2, but it was essentially, you remember a couple weeks ago they went for 2 and they didn't get it and it was a big debacle.
Yeah.
They had 4th and goal today.
I saw
at
this.
the 2.
I saw this.
They basically ran the same play that they ran on that 2-point conversion that they didn't get. They're just dropping Cam Newton back.
It's a terrible pass.
But why is that your strategy? Why are we just dropping Cam Newton back to us? The thing that Cam Newton is the worst at of all his athletic attributes is just being a straight up passer.
Yeah.
You have Cam Newton from the 2 as a runner. You have McCaffrey either as a runner or out of the backfield on a little swing pass or on a jet sweep or whatever. And you're just doing Cam Newton drop back looking for a receiver. You're taking your 2 best players on offense and what they're good at doing
and taking it away.
Yeah,
I agree. I was actually watching that live. I completely agree.
And they've done it multiple times this year. They did it on a 4th down early in the year, 4th and goal early in the year. They did it on the 2-point conversion. And then they did it that way.
But isn't that North Turner's calling the plays for Carolina?
Good. Well, it's still on the head coach. Stop fucking having North Turner as your goddamn offensive coordinator.
All right, a wide receiver screen does not work at all against the Bears. So it's going to be 4th down Rams. Bears D is looking good, man. Looking really good right now. These are the type of plays, these little gimmicky plays, that work on a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Not on a good defense.
Right.
It's just not going to work.
Now, how about your Rams defense? They're looking okay, too.
Yeah. But they're also, where do we put the Bears offensively?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Here we go. That 50-yard kick for the tie.
Zerline, he's a good kicker.
Greg the Leg.
That's what they call him?
Yeah, that's what we used to call my friend Greg, who had a giant dick.
You called him Greg the Leg.
Yeah.
It's a good nickname for a guy with a giant dick.
Yeah.
Why's Goff's helmet still on the sideline? Look at that. Hold on. That's kind of a special needs looking thing. Do guys still wear their helmet while they're sitting there looking? They never have their helmets on.
Well, he's cold.
Dude, put a winter hat on. Why is he wearing his helmet as he's looking at the fucking iPad? Or the Microsoft, what's it called? The fucking tablet.
The Microsoft Surface. That's what I'm rocking right here.
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
All right. So Greg Zerline on for a 50-yard field goal. The kick is up. It's down the center. Is it long enough? It is. We have ourselves a tie ball game.
That's a weird. Do they always do that on Sunday Night Football? The good from?
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, me either. Would have been good from 57.
I'm seeing some comments on beards. Let me hop in.
On your beard?
Did you guys swap beards? And then the comment from Dylan Cahoon is, how dare you disrespect Prano's beard like that?
Yeah. I was going to say,
yeah,
this is you've been rocking the facial hair, which is abnormal for you, and I've been rocking a clean-ish shave, which is abnormal for me. So we have swapped facial hair, but never compare Andy's beard to my beard. You've been growing your beard for like 2 months.
I'm 45 days in.
You're 45 days in?
45 days in the beard.
I look like a Yeti at 45 days.
And I am keeping it, though, nice and trimmed up. Joe's keeping himself clean-shaven with Harry's razors.
That's right.
The only razors that we use, the only razors that we have used for the last 3 years, and it has kept me looking, it's a tight, still beard. It's keeping Joe nice and clean-shaven. Guys, we have a great special offer going on with Harry's right now. We're partnering with them to give $5 off any shave set. So if you're a new listener or you haven't used this, do it now. You can get our limited edition holiday sets when you go to harrys.com/dirty. Again, that's harrys.com/dirty. Plus, you get free shipping. Here's what I love about this offer, Joe. It's available to new and returning customers.
Great.
A lot of times people say, oh, we used your code. I can't use it again.
This one you can use again.
This one you can use again, guys. So get your holiday shopping done early. Free shipping ends December 12th. That's this week. Once again, it ends December 12th. So act now. Go to harrys.com/dirty to get $5 off a shave set while supplies last. That's harrys.com/dirty.
I gave some Harry's shave sets for Christmas last year. They were big hits.
Oh, people love them.
Now, my brother has reached out to me multiple times, Mikey. Speaking of people I gave some Harry's razor sets, he thinks that you need to sell your body as an advertisement for the LA Marathon.
Ooh. What would that entail?
Well, you remember, like the boxers will put ads on their shoes or whatever. Like, oh, if I get knocked out, he thinks you should just be like basically covered in an ad. Like he wants to sell you as an ad.
I like this idea.
SeatGeek, Harry's Razors, maybe run an All Flag and Anthem gear.
They got to pay me, though. All these companies, again, some of our great sponsors, you got to pay me.
Well, what Mikey was saying was he wants you, he really wanted me to bring this up on the show. He wants you to set your rate, and then he's going to go do some ad sales for you because he really wants to find an embarrassing company for you to rock. And, as long as it matches your rate, he's like, look, if Ruther says he'll do it for a couple $100, then like I'm getting him I'm gonna get out Victoria's Secret on the phone. This dude's running in a bra and panties.
There is always, everybody has a price.
Yeah.
Especially me.
Yours is pretty low.
I'm pretty low. I am a street walker. I'm a giant whore with this stuff. I guess we can negotiate a little. What do you guys think in the comment section? Ooh, the people are already commenting in. I'm 100% buying ad space on Ruther. I'll pay for a semi-permanent tattoo on Ruther's neck. Well, I don't know if I'll do that.
A semi-permanent. He didn't say a permanent one. They do all those henna tattoos on the boardwalk.
Yeah, I'd be down for a henna tattoo on my face.
On your face. Wow. Going with the face tat.
Those go away, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying, if people want to offer money, the Thust Fund is open.
It's dirtysports.com/thust.
Or Dirty Sport or patreon.com
Right. That's
/Dirty Sports. That's Patreon. Patreon.com. How did I spell it?
No, you spelled it right. Then you said Patreon. It's a Petri dish.
Did I say Patreon? Jesus Christ. What do we got going on here? Subway is the worst fucking food. Can we talk about that? The only redeeming quality is their cookies. They have amazing cookies.
I haven't been to Subway. In 5 years, I've been to Subway once.
Once. By the way, I want to cut you off and change it. I know they're showing a commercial for this Venom movie or whatever they're trying to also push at the same time. They have been advertising in Los Angeles nonstop.
What?
For the last 2 weeks. These are local TV ads. These are not national ads. They've been advertising for the Eagles game to buy tickets, which shows to me.
On television?
Yes. Which says to me, I mean, nonstop, to go to the Rams site. The Rams are having major issues selling tickets. Dude, this has been going on for 2 weeks. I saw 3 more today while I was watching games. They're like, we're back in LA. And I'm like, wait, they've been back for a couple of years. Like, come get your tickets now. Tickets, they're saying that on the commercial. Tickets still available. Rams, Eagles. I'm like, dude, tickets are still available for a Sunday night football game? That you got
everybody blew their load on Monday Night Football against the Chiefs.
They were advertising a lot for that, too.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, the Rams are putting in ad money to local Los Angeles TV to sell tickets. I mean, the Chargers just stopped. They were like, no one's going to our games. Did you see the stadium today?
No.
There were so many empty seats. Because I called it. There's going to be no Bengals fans there?
Did your boy Justin Wood go?
I don't know. I didn't text him. How about the Chargers? The close one.
Yeah.
It came down to the end.
Were you worried Jeff Driscoll was going to steal a win from your Super Bowl pick?
No. I wasn't too worried.
Who is your Super Bowl prediction at this point?
Right now?
You're going Chargers.
I like Chargers.
You're going Chargers Cowboys? Oh, you're going Chargers Seahawks.
No.
Seahawks, your boy?
No. I love me some Russell Wilson, but no. I'm going to say Chargers.
The freeway game?
Oh,
the
Chargers
405 Bowl?
Chargers Rams would be insane. Chargers Saints. Although, dude, the Bears are an interesting team for me, man. Because they have some offensive firepower. Obviously, they have a great defense. Now that they have a shit. On cue.
On cue. Trubisky takes a snap and throws a ground ball to a guy standing on the sideline. Mr. Trubisky's like, hike.
Yeah. I ruthered him right there.
I want to see the look on his face. It was like, oh, God, what is that? He threw a two-hopper to the ref.
All right, so we're under 2 minutes. We're at 1:57, second quarter, 3rd and 2. Bears on their own 45-yard line.
I'm sticking with my preseason prediction, Ruther.
Which was what? Looks like he's short. Looks like Aaron Donald got him.
Sticking with my preseason
Chiefs,
Super Bowl prediction.
Saints,
Chiefs, Rams.
Chiefs, Rams.
Because I got to double down on that at this point. The 2 best records in their conferences, and I was on it in the preseason. I'm going to double down.
Somebody's saying we're way behind. Is my TV paused? We're up to date, right? Where's my remote?
Well, there's the delay of the YouTube, and there's the delay of, we're live. There's also the potential, even just cable's delayed these days. Because of the digital factor.
Well, yeah, no, it's just YouTube's a little behind.
Right.
That's what we're dealing with.
But also cable is delayed too. So if somebody's watching it on, proper broadcast, it's ahead of us.
They're not. Look at Aaron Donald. That's a man. That is a grown ass man.
They're doing a good job containing the grown ass man a little bit.
Not there.
No, that was a nice
I bet
play.
you he takes big ass dumps.
What is happening?
What is going on? Uh-oh, they're coming out. McVay's going to call timeout here. The ref just fell at the bottom of the screen. That's the shit I notice. You want to see that ref fall again? Watch this shit. Watch him tumble. I'm going to rewind this for you, Prano. This is where my eye is.
Well, now we're going to be behind.
Then I'll go live. Watch the ref fall.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Bro, I caught the whole thing.
You caught the whole thing. Well, the camera guy caught the whole thing.
Watch him. The bottom of the screen.
I mean, he got hit on both sides.
Yo, he got run the fuck over.
He's like, damn, I'm calling it. I'm putting an end to this.
No. Time out, motherfuckers.
Now you got to go back to live because I got to know what the fuck's going on here.
Now, if I was running, that'd be a good tweet for Dirty Sports. I'm like the only person who has cable now.
Wow. Nagy's going crazy.
Is it because of the ref?
Yeah, because I think he might have. But that one guy took a terrible route. 70. What were you doing?
Wait, so he's mad because
70 got clipped on the way in by the ref? Who knows?
And if the ref didn't fall, that they could have run the play?
I have no idea. If that's your strategy, taking the entire team off the field and running a different team on, like, I mean, I'm sorry, but you're like, if your whole entire offense is trickery.
The Bears?
Yeah. They're like, our defense is really good. Let's just do wacky shit on offense the whole time and hope Mr. Trubisky doesn't get hurt or throw it to the other team. You're just going to run 11 guys off the field and 11 guys on simultaneously? This is fucking Game of Thrones.
It's coming back. Did you see the early trailer for the next season?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
It doesn't have any clips. So.
Damn. I gotta rewatch it, bro.
It's just shit freezing over.
I don't remember anything I watched.
Yeah. I blacked out for 67 hours.
67 episodes in 4 days.
He said, that's on you. What
Yeah.
the fuck? A guy came on that ref's right and bumped him into the guy on the left.
These are 280-pound athletic machines.
Did you see they put Jared Goff on the side of Brennan's?
That was Brennan's.
Yeah.
No, I got to check it out. The same guy who did the LeBron mural.
Oh, yeah, right.
I follow him on Instagram. Justin's boy. He's great. Did you see his new mural he put up of all behind Muscle Beach?
No.
You didn't? It's amazing.
Who's that of?
It's just like of all like the regular meatheads who work out at Muscle Beach.
Oh, the guys who work out there now?
Yeah, like
that 8 foot
the black
superhero?
dude. Yeah, the big black dude and one of the other black dudes who works out there. And what's his name? I forget his name.
I wish I could express to the people listening how big that one dude is. That one dude is legit like.
What is he like? Is he like an actor? I've seen him and stuff. He definitely does background acting.
He probably just plays a bouncer and fucking everything, right?
He's so big.
He's got to be like 6'10".
Yeah.
Right? He's 6'10", but he's simultaneously 6'10" and the most jacked dude of all time.
Ripped.
But like beyond ripped. Like massive.
Yeah.
He's the biggest person I've ever seen in real life.
He's massive.
I'm actually not sure that there is a bigger person, like ever. Is anybody that big and that tall simultaneously?
Why can't I find his
He's
Twitter
like
feed?
Dwight Howard, but twice as wide.
Yeah, he's massive. You know what I hate about Instagram? They don't just put the last person you followed when you go to people you're following. Does that make sense?
Like in order?
Yeah. They don't.
Okay.
Here it is. It's Jonas. Yeah, this is the new one. Damn, he does a bunch of shit. He's got some great murals. If you follow him at Never 1959 on Instagram. So he's got a new Jared Goff mural. This is the one he just did of Venice. I don't know if you want to zoom in. It's pretty badass. He's a great artist, man. All right, let's get back to the game. What do we got here?
Do it.
Jared Goff. They're showing a replay, which I missed. All right, it's 3rd and 10 Rams.
Yeah, Goff just missed somebody.
All right, Goff drops back. Oh, he's got
Oh.
pressure. Completely overthrows Todd Gurley. Rams will punt 4th and 10.
Prince McMore picked it up like it was a fumble for some reason.
They love doing that.
Yeah.
DBs love picking up fucking balls. You know what?
The thing should be, though, after a play like that, if you pick up that ball and you start running after the whistle's blown,
Penalty?
no, you should be able to get decked. Somebody should be able to tackle you.
That's like some XFL shit, bro.
Yeah. Well, stop picking it up and running.
Yeah.
4th and 10. They're inside their own 30.
Do it, Hecker. Hecker, go for it.
Not likely that they're faking it here, right?
Hecker sported a nice little fucking orange mustache. You see that thing poking through his helmet? All right, Tariq Cohen back, and he's fast.
The human joystick, they call him.
Is that what they call him?
Yeah. Good. Maybe that'll inspire them to give them the ball a little bit more. I'm hanging on. You know, it's fantasy playoffs, Ruther.
I did not know.
That's why I'm so into it. It's week 1 of the fantasy playoffs.
What's at stake here?
Round 1. I don't know. I think it was like a $50 league. So, I don't know, $400 or something like that.
Dude, they should have fantasy football where like crazy things are at stake. Like you lose, you get thrown into a pit of alligators.
Okay.
Like what if I wrote a movie script, like a new Eli Roth? It's like a hostel but for fantasy. And you lose, and the people who come in certain place, that's how you're tortured. Like Matthew Berry's dressed all fucking weird and he's torturing people. John Clayton comes along. Is John Clayton still around? I
haven't seen John Clayton in forever, although I don't watch ESPN.
I don't either. Is John Clayton still alive? Do we have confirmation on John Clayton being alive? I'm going to look that up, man. John Clayton.
Trubisky rolls out on 2nd and 10, throws one into the stands.
He's not with ESPN anymore. He was let go on May 31st, 2017.
Wow.
When they did all those firings. I'm sure Tug Coker, get that in there, at Tug Coker was mentioned.
Rip John Clayton.
I'm sure Tug mentioned that. What the fuck is John Clayton doing?
What does it say he's doing?
It said he's homeless, eating bagel bites out of his mom's basement.
They have a radio program now.
Yeah. He's a frequent contributor to KJR AM. And it's Sports Saturday show on Saturday mornings.
KJR. Where's that? Trubisky picked. Here's the thing.
Bro,
Trubisky.
This is a fucking
Trubisky, medium pizza.
I was going to say, this is a medium pizza bonanza.
This is a medium pizza game.
Did I say it correctly there?
Yeah.
Bonanza?
I think we have the title of our episode.
What?
Jared Goff and Mitchell Trubisky are medium pizzas.
They are. They're complete and utter medium pizzas. And you know what?
Watch this.
It's not a good pass.
You know you threw a bad pass when this whole sideline starts freaking out before the ball's at it.
And when you throw it to a guy who's
like,
5
what
foot,
the fuck are you
like,
doing?
You throw Gabriel is a lot taller than the 5'7" guy trying to cover him. Roby Coleman. They got all these fucking lawyer names, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Who's the other guy? Jonathan Rhys-Myers?
Isn't he in Wimbledon?
Goff going with the check down to Gurley.
Go on, flag.
Flag. I assume it's going to be offensive holding. 14 seconds. All right. Was that what, legal shift?
Yeah.
All right. 14 seconds. What do you do here? You're Sean McVay.
I'd probably just go into the half.
You go in on a 6-6?
Oh, yeah. Or I'd throw Gurley a screen. But not this kind of screen, like a one where you try to let everybody come in, like a proper
Fuck it,
screen.
dude. 14 seconds. Let it rip, dude. Throw the ball 30 yards.
But it's a 6-6 game. The Bears have a scoring defense. You're going to let them get a potential run back?
Dude, if he wings it 30 yards and they get picked, they have 5 seconds left.
Unless he runs it back, and then it's untimed when he catches it. Right?
All right, we'll see what he does. 1st and 15.
That's the last thing I would do.
Across the middle.
Oh, they're going with the pylon. That's illegal.
All right, so the Rams call their final timeout, which means they're going to have a Hail Mary set up, though.
Well, I mean, they're obviously playing for a field goal because they're at midfield. That's why they just threw it like that.
I go for the Hail Mary, personally. Big fan of the Hail Mary. But I don't know why more coaches don't run that when it has nothing to do with an end of a quarter or an end of a game.
And well, the quarters just roll over. You don't do it at the end of
Half.
we threw a Hail Mary at the end of the quarter. It was kind of a disaster. It was second down.
Dude, you know why? These guys have pass interference all the fucking time. If I was a coach, I'd be like, just wing it downfield. If I had a shitty offense, if I had a bad offense and a bad quarterback, I would say, like, take the Washington Redskins right now. I'd say just run, everybody run fly patterns every play. Let's hope for a pass interference. We have nothing else going for us. And we're going to talk about that game after this play. All right, Goff drops back, and McVay's been listening to me. He's going for it all, and he's way short.
Picked.
All right, that takes us to halftime. Los Angeles Rams 6, Chicago Bears 6, and we are going to recap some of today's games.
How many? So Goff 2 picks in the first half. Trubisky
2.
Medium pizzas. The medium pizza game.
All right, I just mentioned the Redskins game.
Yeah.
Redskins Giants.
Really not a whole lot to discuss.
Well, there's some things I want to discuss.
Okay.
Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson threw his first pass in the NFL since 2011. Who's gonna come in next? This is a legitimate question. Is Steve Berline gonna be playing next week? Like, is Trent Green gonna walk down from the studio next week and put on some shoulder pads? Is Steve Tasker gonna suit up and suddenly be playing quarterback?
The next name you could think of was just a former special teamer for the Bills.
I couldn't think of any more quarterbacks.
Like, Rodney Hampton gonna be a quarterback now.
Steve Tasker, or I'm not sorry, not Steve Tasker. Josh Johnson hadn't thrown a pass since 2011.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about here?
Well, they were down to nobody. Their starter got hurt. Their backup got hurt. So then they had to sign a third stringer to be their starter and a fourth guy to be their backup.
Who's the backup for Josh Johnson right now?
Well, Mark Sanchez.
But he's hurt.
I think they just took him out of that game, right?
Oh, he didn't get hurt?
No.
I didn't really watch that game.
I think they just took him out.
Because he was having a bad game.
Yeah.
Still wild to me.
I mean, yeah.
Do you think, I'm being serious, do you think Colin Kaepernick's attorney is just taking all of this as part of the collusion case? I'm not even making a joke here. I'm saying, do you think, like, if they go to court with this collusion case and they say, look, dude,
yeah, because
some of these arguments are that he hasn't played in the league,
or that he doesn't know the offense,
but you're putting in a guy who hasn't played in the league 3 more years removed from when I haven't played in the league. Like, it's wild to me.
Yeah, I think the stat I saw was Josh Johnson's last completion in the NFL was a year before Colin Kaepernick's Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, because he hasn't played since 2011.
Yeah.
They took the 2000.
No, he's been in the league, but he just hasn't. Yeah.
He didn't throw a pass.
Right.
It's 2011. To me, it's not even about Kaepernick. Like, it's the point of, like, dude, there are better options, plain and simple.
Hey, Josh Johnson looked okay when he got in there today.
Did he?
Yeah. I mean, it looked great, but I actually think I would argue it is about Kaepernick. I'd argue that when Alex Smith and Colt McCoy went down, you were a game out of first place. That's why that is the true argument. The argument isn't like, oh, there's a shitty, you're the fucking whatever, some dog shit team, and you didn't sign Kaepernick, and you're like, well, we're dog shit. We know we're going to be dog shit, and we don't need that. But to not play a guy when you could potentially win the division still, you could be a playoff team, and you're like, nah, we'll fucking. I wouldn't say I'm a Sanchez defender. I think Mark Sanchez has become a punchline simply because of the butt fumble. But, like, so if you were like, hey, we have a relationship with Sanchez. By the way, I'm not saying Mark Sanchez is better than Colin Kaepernick. In fact, I'm saying that he isn't. But I could understand you trying to make that argument. But then when you bring in Josh Johnson to back him up, who then has to go into the game, would it have been the single craziest thing that ever happened if they had signed Colin Kaepernick and just fucking ran RPOs and ended up winning that division at 9-7? They already had 6 wins.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
You do get it, though. You do get it.
I do get it, but I don't get why these teams don't want to win.
It's that they would rather be fucking racist than not win.
By the way, I'm looking at my Twitter. We have evidence. Shout out to Cody Parker99. He tweeted at both you and I, evidence of the Max Kellerman should have drafted Sam Darnold, not Saquon Barkley, a YouTube clip.
Yeah.
So we do have visual evidence of these guys.
I mean, I already saw that today. Yeah, but it's out there. I'm saying if you go, it's the ESPN page. For some reason, the web page is taking it down. Probably, I'm sure, at Max Kellerman's request. Stick to fucking boxing.
Okay, I'll go in the comment section. Iceberg. It's like you guys forgot what Sean Merriman said about the cap situation. What did Sean say? Remind me. This was July when he came on our show?
Yeah.
Last time?
That he didn't want a fucking distraction or something like that? I don't even remember what he said.
Remind me what he said, but I just know that signing Reuben Foster is a massive distraction that people are still talking about. So the distraction thing is just bullshit. Everybody's a distraction. They signed Reuben Foster.
I mean, remember, we had Andrew Hawkins on talking about fucking Hugh Jackson's a good coach. Like, if they were, brilliant analysts
all the time,
they would be. Sean Merriman would be a GM.
And we love Sean. This isn't taking a dig at Sean or any of these guys who've been on our show. But it also doesn't have to mean we have to agree with everything they say.
Yeah.
And by the way, Andrew Hawkins admitted he was wrong on Hugh.
Good. I don't think we needed him to do that.
But he tweeted out some things like, yeah, I missed this one.
Yeah.
I missed the Hugh Jackson call. Because at this point.
But let's play devil's advocate.
I'm just trying to understand.
Let's go to our comments. Whoever is like, let's play devil's advocate. Okay, make your case. What's the case?
Yeah, what's the case?
What is the case at this point? If you're a Washington Redskins fan, what's your case? The New York Giants, are not good. They're not a good football team. They pushed the Redskins shit in today. 34-0 at half. Giants hadn't scored 30 points since fucking Tom Coughlin, had dark hair. They scored 34 points and a half against the Redskins because the Redskins could not fucking move the ball.
Okay, let me hop in here. He said his point, thank you for reminding me. He said his point was the NFL is a business. So one could argue that they might lose some fans, the Redskins, but they're going to gain just as many, if not more, also for signing him. How many Kaepernick jerseys would they sell? You want to look at this as a business?
But here's the business. Here is the business. You make extra money
when you have playoff games.
The end. That's a business decision. You were in first place when your quarterback got hurt. You had a playoff position when your quarterback got hurt. That is a decision against your business. You have made a decision to not be successful in your business. So, yeah, it's a business.
Yeah, I assume they make millions of dollars. I could be wrong. No, of course it is. Every home playoff game, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know who it is, and I'm not saying even that he would have been the ultimate answer, but all I know is this. Josh Johnson is not your answer to try to win you some games. Plain and simple.
It's like because the thing is you can make that argument all you want, but what you're also arguing is then that the other option is making you money. I guarantee you. Let's take the fact that signing Mark Sanchez and Josh Johnson essentially guaranteed that they were not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I will guarantee you that there are Redskins fans who are like, fuck this. I am not going to a fucking game where Mark Sanchez is playing. I'm not going. Why am I going to go? I'm going to pay for parking.
Did you see how many empty seats were at the game today?
Yeah.
There was a ton of empty seats in D.C. today.
Yeah. Because they knew they had no shot to win against a bad team.
Yeah.
That's a business decision. You made a decision to have fans not show up.
There's just too many holes in that argument. There really is. There's too many holes in the it's a business and the baggage. They're just guys. They're just not arguments because they don't make any sense. Because we're in such a heightened media crazed age.
Yeah, the amount of people that quote unquote would be protesting if Colin Kaepernick start is blown out of proportion, and I'm actually not sure it's higher than the people who would just protest a team that's starting Mark Sanchez because they're like, well, now we're bad. You might go if you're a fan and be like, you know what? I don't like. Well, this is a real question mark. Like, is Colin Kaepernick going to be good?
Well,
Let's
not to
go to
mention,
this game and
not to
find
mention
out.
the ratings. It's kind of like, Howard Stern used to always say when he was blowing up, the percentage of his listeners that hate listen to him, right? He said like 60% of my listeners hate me. They don't even like me, but they listen to hear just what I'm going to say. So the argument from a business perspective could be this. If Kaepernick plays on any team, the amount of fans that's going to draw to that game, not only live, but on TV, is going to be huge because even the people who hate him, they're going to watch. Guys, it's kind of like the Oscar thing. You see everybody saying, oh, I hate this shit, I hate this. How many people hate watch it? Like, I don't.
But here's my thing, and we've gone over it so many times, but I'm going to say it one final time because it ends with me asking you, what does this say about yourself? If you're the person that argues, because I've done it with people. I've done it with people for hours and hours and hours on Twitter. If you're one of the people who argues, he's washed. He was not good his last 2 seasons. And then I say, well, Josh Johnson hasn't played in the NFL in 2011. And then you go, well, he's a distraction. And I go, well, is he a bigger media distraction than
Reuben Foster?
Than Reuben Foster or Tim Tebow was?
Or Kareem Hunt?
Or Kareem Hunt? When teams would sign Tim Tebow to be a backup and all the press would come and Manziel and all the press would come. Is he a bigger distraction than that? And then you go, okay, well, and then also there's the people who are going to protest. And you got to ask yourself, why do you keep opening new doors of excuses for why this can't be, why it shouldn't be? What does it say about you that you're like, it's this? And then I'm like, well, and it's this. Well, what about, and this? Like, why do you feel, why are you insisting on digging and trying to find an answer and digging and digging? What is it about you that makes you so passionate that there's a reason behind it besides the one you're saying it could be one of these 10 things, and I keep dismissing those 10 things, and I'm saying it's so clearly this. It's so fucking clearly this.
Yeah.
It's so clear the single reason he's not playing is because owners of the professional football teams in the NFL do not want to start a trend of their athletes having an opinion that goes against what they think. They are the boss. You are the employee. They don't fucking like your opinion. You're out.
End of story. Back to the game. They just showed an interesting stat. Donald has 0 pressures on 22 dropbacks, and Khalil Mack only has 1 out of 16. So they have kept the 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates in check. Second half underway from Chicago, Illinois. Notice how I had to toss in Illinois like people wouldn't know? I remember a girl when I did a spelling bee one time. She just spelled Illinois, and she goes, "Can you repeat Illinois?" And I was like, "Noise, kill yourself." I said that to her in the 5th grade. I said, "Kill yourself." What would happen if you told somebody to kill himself in the 5th grade now?
You would be in Guantanamo.
You know what I just realized? Prano, let me before we get back to the game, because Michelle Tafoya is going to tell us some meaningless
Talk about
information.
somebody not Benjamin Buttoning. Did she age 14 years since the first half? I mean, I know it's cold in Chicago. Why is she 75 suddenly?
Poor Michelle Tafoya.
Michelle's using some moisturizer that apparently is cracking under the Chicago wind.
How old do you think Michelle Tafoya is?
Now that I've seen her in the second half with her makeup worn off, apparently 111.
I'm going to say 56. What's your guess?
Oh, girly going backwards.
What's your guess?
I'm going to go 50. I'm going to go 53.
Oh, spot on. 53. She went to Berkeley. The kind of facts you get when you watch us live on Sunday Night Football, guys. If you haven't subscribed to our show, subscribe to us. Give us an upvote. Give us a fucking comment. Whatever you want to do. We drop episodes Monday and Thursday, don't we, Joe Prano?
That's right. Every week.
And live on YouTube. So subscribe to us there. All right, Goff is back on any foot safety. You fucking idiot. Fucking asshole.
I'm really enjoying that I changed my pick.
That was some bullshit, me letting you change your pick. But I don't care about that. I'm more pissed. Goff, I don't know what you're doing here. You got time to get rid of it? I need to see the replay.
Is Mata in there? Is Mata aware that I changed my pick? Somebody message Dylan Beverly Mata. Let him know I changed my pick.
Let's see what we got here.
Not that he doesn't. Not that I'm sure he doesn't get one wrong at least every week.
I mean, this is a pretty good sack.
Yeah. What are you going to do on that play?
I'm not really going to put that on Goff. Bears D.
Coming after him.
No touchdowns for the Rams so far.
No touchdowns for anybody.
Yeah.
Just a field goal bonanza.
It's like a fucking Dodgers-Cubs game, 8-6. Speaking of baseball, no. I got nothing about baseball to talk about.
Well, we're sort of sitting in a holding pattern right now in baseball. We're waiting for the first major free agent to drop.
Bryce Harper,
Machado. Those are the big ones. Those are the big guys.
The Dodgers did re-sign, or they gave an extension to your boy, Dave Roberts.
Yeah. Good for them.
That's your hot take. Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in depth on slides. But
what the fuck was that? That was terrible. Cohen really fucked this up.
Well, he was basically just saying, I'm not going to run it.
Still. All right. So now we're seeing highlights of Roby Coleman. He's a little man. Look how little this dude is.
Which means he's a fucking athletic freak.
He's a little dude. God, look how short he is out there.
I'd like to see him and Tariq Cohen in like a kickboxing match.
All right. The third quarter's just begun. You going to make any predictions?
What kind of prediction do you want to make? Who's going to win?
Who's going to win? Any other wild predictions?
No wild predictions. I predict that Trubisky and Goff will remain medium pizzas for the entire second half.
Did the Rams score a touchdown?
Yeah, at some point. Both teams will score touchdowns. Is that a hot take?
It's a hot take because they haven't scored yet.
Both teams will score second half touchdowns.
Juwan Howard up the middle. I'm going to go with Juwan Howard. We don't know that they're not related, do we? I mean, they don't look alike at all, but.
This game has gone perfectly for me. I know fantasy is like the most boring thing to talk about, but
it really is.
They are not using Gurley at all, which is fantastic. It's great, just great news.
I don't know why they're not using Gurley. All right, we got 1st and 10 on the Bears on their own 45. And nice little play. Who's number 12? I don't fucking know. He's a wide receiver. Robinson, the second, with a nice little catch. I like that play. It's a good little play. A little slant across the middle. I only got IPAs for beer. I told you I don't have any booze. All right, you have that IPA. I think it's a big drive here. I think the Rams got to hold to at least a field goal if they give up any points. Their offense is not showing that they can drive the ball on the Bears at all. All right, first down and Juwan Howard. About a 3 to 4 yard gain.
That's not good. This beer is the Mitchell Trubisky of beers.
It's been sitting there for a minute.
The Deschutes fresh squeezed IPA.
Where's that from? India?
No, I think it's fucking Bend, Oregon.
Same thing.
India? Oregon. Same thing.
Fucking tomato. All right, 2nd and 6.
There's not a single Indian in Oregon, and there's not a single Oregonian in India.
They're giving out Howard the Rock a lot, man. He's getting
Howard the Duck.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did you see Howard the Duck back in the day?
I don't think I fully saw it, no.
I saw Howard the Duck in theaters, and it was fucking creepy. Howard the Duck was like a live action, like it was a guy in a duck costume.
I know. That's another movie you got to add to, like, I'm going to get stoned to watch. Like, there's just a catalog of movies that you should watch really high, and that's one of them.
Yeah, basically any duck movie.
Donald the Duck.
Donald the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
really made Donald Duck formal there. Donald the Duck. It's like the Ohio State University.
Oh,
go Cohen! Go Cohen!
I
need you, fam.
Get in. Loose. Down to the 10-yard line. Big play on 3rd and 2 for the Bears. Man, not good for my Rams. Not good at all.
Does this make you worried about the Rams long term? I mean, it is a primetime game in Chicago. Bears D. Like, they wouldn't necessarily have to play the Bears. You know what I mean? Also, I'm not certain this would happen if it was in LA. And I'm not talking about like the cold weather, just like the home crowd, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, did he get in? Who's out? Tell me. Oh, what?
Touchdown Bears. Is that Robinson?
Yeah. The two referees are not sure that they agree about the call.
7 plays, 81 yards. It took under 4 minutes.
Well, there's half of my hot take.
The Bears have scored.
Let's see if he goes out of bounds. He's way out of bounds.
I mean, what the fuck is this ref watching?
Drunk?
I mean, what is this call? What is this call?
The other referee came over. That was the Fail Mary all over again. The one referee came over and pointed right at the sideline where the other dude went out. And then the dude looked at him. He's like, yeah, you think you went out? Fuck you. Touchdown.
By the way, that's one half of we see in the YouTube comments of the legendary duo, right?
Who?
The Robinson duo, the Allen duo.
Oh, yeah.
That guy I think that guy left Twitter. Right?
I don't remember who that was.
Who was that?
It might have been Swingman 9.
I think it was Swingman 9.
One of the great Jacksonville Jaguars fans of our history. Do you remember this time last year? Do you remember the Jaguars fans? Raymond Ass? Swingman 9?
Is it Swingman 9?
It might be Swingman. Does he follow us? Might be like Swingman _9 or something like that.
Man, you have such a great memory with Twitter trolls. It's amazing.
Yeah. Raymond Ass.
Dude, people are just delusional. It's not just like everyone. I mean, you mentioned him earlier briefly, like our boy Justin Wood.
I mean, I was talking about earlier this year about free Eli Manning, send him to Jacksonville, and I got legit like, fuck you, we don't want him. Bortles is better than Eli. I was like, guys, what world are you living in? You're now starting fucking Cody Kessler.
That's what I'm saying. Like our buddy Justin, when the Bengals started 3-1 or whatever, he's like, "This is our year." I'm like, "No, it's not. No, it's not. It's never the Bengals' year ever. As long as that fucking boob, Marvin Lewis is a boob. I'm gonna call him a boob, Brano. Can I take
Good,
that?
yeah. Put the boob. You putting the boob on him?
That fucking boob of a coach, Marvin Lewis, and that fucking triple fucking boob of an owner. What is that movie? Total Recall. Triple boobs. Were they the triple tit?
Yeah.
A triple boob of an owner, Mike Brown in Cincinnati. They will never win.
I found it, Andy. At swingman_9.
Well, you got called out here on Instagram or on the YouTube comment section.
Can't wait to hear.
The Devil Wears Supreme says, people are delusional, yet Prano picks the Mets to win the World Series every year. Shots fired.
Did I pick the Mets to win the World Series this year, Andy?
I don't think so.
I picked the Cardinals and the Astros in the World Series. I picked the Rams and the Chiefs. I picked... I don't even think I predicted that the Giants win their division this year.
All right, 2nd and goal. Trubisky's got tons of time, and he wings it out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and goal for the Bears.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. My defense of my homerism remains that each one of my teams I've ever had has had star players, and I'm like, please fucking kill yourself. I hate you. I was on the anti-Carmelo bandwagon from the day he got traded there.
But you're not on the anti-Odell Beckham Jr. bandwagon.
No. Two wildly different players. If Carmelo Anthony was LeBron James of fucking basketball when he got traded over the Knicks, I wouldn't have been anti him.
All right, 3rd and goal, little play action. Oh, the big
man,
the O-lineman. Number 7. He can dance too a little. Number 79. I like that play call.
You ever notice Trubisky can throw the ball to anybody on his team except his receivers?
Yeah, that was a great play.
I'll throw it to fucking tight ends and tackles, running backs and fullbacks. I'll throw it to defensive players who happen to be in the game. I'll throw it to their defensive players. They had 3. Yeah, they had 3 D linemen in the backfield.
That's a great play right there. Good hands by the big man, too. Oh, your boy's trying to claim that that Odell Beckham Jr. is the Carmelo of the NFL. Brano, what you got to say to that?
I mean, look, internet trolls come in all shapes and sizes, and apparently they have found their way into the YouTube comments. Carmelo Anthony is a basketball player who has, for his entirety of his career, played a style of basketball that at every level of basketball, from Pee-wee to the NBA, is something that no coach ever wants. A me first, no passing, no defense, no rebounding, low effort player who has been a long 2 shooter and only cares if he gets his stats. Everywhere he's gone, the coaches have hated him. His teammates have hated him. Without fail. You can argue anything you want, but you can't argue that Odell Beckham hasn't put up the best stats for a wide receiver through X amount of games. Every game he plays, the most receiving yards through this many games, the most receiving touchdowns. And you also can't deny one thing. The New York media will sniff out if there's a whiff of a sense that a team doesn't like a player. They are on it. The Giants coaches, the Giants teammates, during the last game, who's the game they played before the Redskins? Last week's game.
Bears.
Yeah. Apparently, he was the one that gave a speech at halftime. And every single player after the game said, Odell talked at halftime. He got us all going. Like, no one's ever said that about Carmelo Anthony. Ever. The only thing that anybody's ever said about Carmelo Anthony is, I'm resigning because I refuse to coach Carmelo Anthony. George Karl said, he gave me cancer. Everybody hates Carmelo Anthony. Whether the media and people who aren't Giants fans dislike what Odell Beckham does, his teammates like him and listen to him. And he's a leader in the locker room.
That's where I don't understand, because he hasn't shown, even in interviews, that he's excited to be in New York. He straight up said, I don't know if this is the spot for me. Like, after he signed the contract. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what people don't like? And I said this about Jameis Winston. People don't like it if you're fucking fake. They don't like you being bullshit and pretending you're going to eat a W when they can see that you're shitting your pants about going out on the field. Is Odell Beckham supposed to be like, I love New York, if he doesn't love New York? He's always said, I want to win more than anything.
But it is odd to say, I'm not sure if I made the right move after you just signed to play there, because you didn't have to do that.
Right. But that doesn't change the fact that every single one of his players on his team will go, he can say that, he can express whatever he wants, but I know he gives 100%. No one's literally ever said about Carmelo Anthony that he gave 100% in any game since he has picked up a basketball, ever. And that's the difference. To compare, I'm not even joking, to compare Carmelo Anthony, a guy who's given never in his life 100% effort in anything he ever did, to a guy who you might not like how he looks when he's giving his all or how he acts when it doesn't go his way, but to compare him to a guy who you can't take away his effort, then you're a complete and total asshole. And you don't have eyes or ears or the ability to understand sports as you watch them. That's it. Now, can we talk about how fucking, Antonio Brown is Klay Thompson? Like, can we make another loose fucking nonsensical cross-sport association?
I knew that comment would get you worked up.
Because it's like you just don't know what you're watching then. No one has ever accused Carmelo Anthony of caring. Ever. I mean, would you agree that that's the knock on Carmelo?
Yeah.
Lack of effort on defense. Basically lack of effort in all aspects of basketball besides getting his own shot.
Basically, a giant apathetic player.
Yeah.
That's kind of his career.
And if it doesn't go his way, he's going to go sit on the bench and he's just going to fucking just be like, well, we fucking suck. You might not like that going 110% for Odell Beckham translates into him, if it's not going his way, fucking freaking out on the sideline. But I'd rather that 100% of the time than the guy's like, fuck it. You know what? We fucking suck. Fuck all these dudes.
Yeah.
Putting it on yourself takes way more courage than putting it on everybody else and putting on your coach and putting on your teammates, putting on Mike D'Antoni and George Karl and Amari Stoudemire and Jeremy Lin and Chauncey Billups and AI and Kenyon Martin. Carmelo Anthony is a finger-pointing guy.
He's not a leader.
They try to get Odell Beckham to point fingers, and people are pissed off because he wouldn't basically fucking lie. He's like, I don't know. You would think that he was like, Eli Manning fucking sucks, which Carmelo Anthony did all the time about coaches and players. He just throw guys under the fucking bus.
Yeah. What do you make of a news story? And again, I don't know what to make of these news stories because the news is busy covering old tweets from people that were 15. So when I hear stories like this, LeBron James is interested in adding Melo to the Lakers, I don't know if there's any validity to that story.
I don't know. I just think I think there's no validity because I think LeBron James is smarter than that.
Yeah, this isn't good here, by the way.
Whether he's friends with him or not, I think he's smarter than that.
Yeah.
The Lakers are like 2.5 games out of first place in the West.
Yeah, they beat Memphis yesterday after a back-to-back. They're 16-10. Joe needs a koozie. He does need a Dirty Sports koozie, guys. We have a mate. Let me grab you one, Joe.
I am wearing flag and anthem pants. Thank you, sir.
You are most welcome. Look at these amazing koozies we have, guys. Available at dirtysports.com. Or also, if you use any of our promo codes with our sponsors or drop an iTunes review, I send you koozies in the mail. It's that simple. You get to use a promo code, which is going to help you, and then you get a free koozie. Actually, I send 2. God damn it, Goff. You know, he's playing like dog shit. He's suspect. He's completely and utterly suspect. He's lucky the Rams got the ball back. He's playing like dog shit. I feel like the more I've talked about him playing bad the last few, actually, he's looked pretty shitty basically since the Chiefs game.
Look,
I know it's only a second game, but
yeah, he's certainly not a great quarterback yet.
Come on, man. You got to feel the rush. All right. 3rd and 8. We have 8:42 and counting on the clock here. 3rd quarter. Rams, Bears. All right, Goff, give me something. Give me something. There you run straight. No,
Yeah.
I hate when receivers do this. This is my biggest fucking knock.
That was pretty stupid.
This is Reynolds here. This is my biggest knock. Run straight. These receivers they're always trying to cut back. God damn it. Look at this shit though. They always fucking do this.
What was your dad like when he would watch games? Would your dad get pretty angry?
No, never.
Never.
My memories of my dad.
The God damn it is such an old guy thing. God damn it.
I say God damn it all the time. My dad does say God damn it though. I say God damn it all the time.
Yesterday you went full Tourette's during volleyball.
Oh, I was having problems.
Fuck.
I was calm at first, and then
you started talking shit.
I started talking shit.
And then we started talking shit that we were just gonna attack you. And then when it didn't go your way, like we definitely got under your skin.
Yeah, I had some by the way, I can hear the neighbors closing their windows. As if that's gonna get me to stop yelling cunt. Yeah, I was yelling cunt really big yesterday on the volleyball course.
I'm incredibly sore from volleyball yesterday.
I'm so sore. That's the most I dove. I had sand literally up my ass crack.
Oh yeah, so did I.
From diving so much.
I'm super sore in the shoulders because toward the end of that game, toward the end of our day, when we were like, I was like spent. I was like, I can't take it. It's like the last game, I was just like, every single thing that happens to me at the net, I'm just returning. For 20 minutes, I was just sending everything back.
Yeah.
My shoulders, my neck.
I know, man.
Old.
I rode my bike for about 6 miles last night, too.
After?
I rode to the show and back.
Oh, right.
And then I went a little joyriding around afterwards.
Did you end up running the show last night?
I did.
You let your boy Majid go to the Clippers game?
He went to the Clippers game. I handled the show. There's so many weirdos, man. It's like 'tis the season. So many weirdos were at the hostel last night. Trubisky back to pass. Cohen weaving in and out of traffic.
I'll take all those PPRs.
Gets about 7 yards there.
Now, Andy, I know you were very. We have to cover some of these other games as well.
Yeah,
we're not doing a full podcast after this.
Yes,
I can assure you, I have other things to do on a Sunday evening.
Like what?
Like go home and lay down.
Okay.
And
just wanted to verify what you had to have going on.
Were you impressed at all with the Chiefs today?
Well, I was very impressed on that drive. The drive to tie it up. That throw across the body, across the field.
He had multiple throws today. He's legit. Like, that's a guy. That's a difference between. I know Andy Reid's scheme heavy too, and he's made quarterbacks look better than they are. But like, I think Mahomes looks so good combo. I think he's incredibly fucking talented, and he's in a good scheme for him.
Bro, can we watch what we just saw? Not to cut you off.
Yeah, this is some
circus shit.
I mean, he's so short. There's no way he can catch he's not palming those balls as they come in. You know what I mean?
Tariq Cohen doing backflips while catching footballs.
2 of them.
You see how jacked he was?
Yeah. Well, he's not in the NFL because he's 5'9" and not jacked.
Jesus Christ. How many hours of Andy's Little Beach workout do I have to do to look like that?
I mean, that's just got to take so much. Everybody. 2 people have to throw him passes at the exact same time, the exact same speed. There's a lot going on. I'm not sure that wasn't. I'm calling bullshit. That was fake. That was photoshopped. Our boy Charlie Ryan made that in a video editing suite.
Up. Ah, fuck. Sue offsides. That's huge. Okay, so you were talking about which game were we talking about?
Just the Chiefs.
Yeah, they look good now. I was also impressed with Baltimore to hang in there.
I mean, Baltimore.
They also exposed. Did you watch the game? Did you hear what Romo was saying?
Yeah.
They were also exposing Mahomes, being like, he's young. Like that one play where they brought 9 guys. He doesn't know what to do. They were showing the safety was basically playing where the middle linebacker was playing. And he's like, he does not know what to do here. And he didn't. And he instantly got sacked. So that also showed to me young quarterback come playoffs, we'll see.
Sure.
It's not taking away from some of the throws he had.
No, that's what I'm saying. Dude, the mental aspect of the game is one thing. And that's always going to be something that some guys, and you can get the Homer chat going in the convo right now, but that's the kind of thing where, as a Giants fan, that's why I've always respected Eli. I mean, he came into the league knowing what to do. You know what I mean? And then it's the physically doing it and what throws you can make and knowing the speed of other.
What do you mean he came in the league knowing what to do? What does that mean?
I'm saying he had an understanding of the game of football well beyond being a rookie quarterback from a mental aspect.
Versus
the majority of people that come in.
Late flag. What is this late flag? Late flag on this.
Whereas it might take Mahomes a while to get, but Mahomes is going to break fucking records without knowing what he's doing necessarily to the highest extent. His physical ability is just up there with the best I've ever seen.
All right, we got pass interference here on Roby Coleman to cut you off real quick.
Yeah, the law firm of Roby Coleman.
So 1st and 10 Bears. Penalties really hurting the Rams too here. Really
hurt that they took him off the field and put him in a jacket. The problem is that you're cold.
Giving the rock to Howard a lot.
Well, now they're just trying to
milk the clock a little here.
They're going into milk.
All right, Ryan McClain says, we can talk about because we haven't talked about the Bills at all. Is Josh Allen running for 340 yards in the past 3 games a non-story? And I'm just being a stan, or is he a topic? Josh Allen.
Is he a topic? Not even sure I understand.
He's saying nobody's talking about that he's rushed for 340 yards his last 3 games.
Yeah. Well, it's like anything, man. They're not winning football games. They lost to the Jets today.
Jesus, medium pizza.
That's medium pizza. Trubisky.
Go.
Trubisky just delivered a pizza.
Bro, this is we could call it the medium pizza bonanza.
Mr. Trubisky just went full Little Nero's.
Jesus Christ.
He showed up a medium pizza, and then he fucking hit the statue on the way out.
God damn.
Is that his 3rd pick?
Where is he throwing this ball here?
I'm hoping for his sake that he's throwing it, that he's colorblind and was throwing it to their player. I mean, honestly, it's a great throw if he was throwing it to that safety. He hit him in stride. I'd like to hear from him after the game before I judge too much. He's like, I know Johnson. I'm friends with Johnson. He was running. He was perfectly in stride. I hit him.
16 of 30, 110 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Goff, 13 of 24 for 93 yards with 2 interceptions.
This is the medium pizza game.
I think it's
Ruther ordered 2 medium pizzas, and 2 medium pizzas were delivered.
Bro, this is unbelievable. Oh! What the fuck? You got to be kidding me. Bro.
This is some fucking dumb shit.
Who is he throwing it to? Again, if he was throwing it to Fuller, it's a great pass. It's actually a perfect pass.
What, like, if I'm a coach right now, I'm going, you know what? I'm just going to run the ball from here on out and just take our chances. Just going to run the ball every single down for the rest of the game. I can't believe I just watched that. That was back-to-back. Like, is that the worst two throws that have ever happened on back-to-back plays?
On Sunday Night Football, probably.
That's incredible.
Why are they not running the ball? They had the ball inside the 30. Give Gurley the fucking ball. Goff's clearly not playing well.
I bribed McVay. I told him about my fantasy game.
Jesus Christ. This is some bullshit.
Serious question. Would you rather watch? All right?
Go.
Would you rather watch for the rest of this season and next season, it's Goff versus Trubisky on Sunday Night Football. Every Sunday night primetime game is Goff versus Trubisky. Or one Sunday Night Football and you have to watch is just 3 hours of Dilly Dilly commercials.
3 hours of Dilly Dilly. Not even close. Not even close.
Just like you're sitting down, you know it's Sunday Night Football, you can't turn it off. They just do 3.5 hours of Dilly Dilly.
I don't even know where the storyline is. Now other kings are coming to this, and they're not even really saying Dilly Dilly. All those commercials, he's just taking them to the fucking dungeon.
Well, so a lot of people always ask me when I they're like, how do you live down here at the boardwalk? I'm like, I am so good. I actually have the ability to shut off my ears. Like I was like, I tune out entirely the Venice Beach boardwalk. Unless something breaks like the normal sounds, like if people start yelling at each other, but I actually don't hear it. I have the ability to not hear the Dilly Dilly commercials. When I see it, I haven't heard an actual Dilly Dilly commercial in a year and a half.
That's what I'm saying. They're not even saying Dilly Dilly.
I don't know what they're saying. I see that it's a Bud Light commercial set in medieval times, and one of my senses shuts off.
Can you imagine if you were the guy who wrote the first commercial, and now you're stuck? You're on your 30th Dilly Dilly commercial as a fucking commercial copy editor, writer, what do they call it? Whatever fucking they're called. God, that would suck. That would suck, dude. You thought you had a one-off commercial. You're stuck doing that.
Over 100,000 people watched this game.
1958. I have a feeling when I go to the Rams game next week, there will not be 104,000 people there.
That's amazing.
They're going to keep giving Howard the ball, and then when Trubisky throws it, he's going to throw an interception, and the Rams are going to come. Yeah, let's see a replay of this shit. What are they showing?
That Goff has no idea that he literally couldn't see when he threw the ball.
They're blaming that one fucking pass on his O-line, and now they're blaming this. That's just a bad pass.
Fuller was like, I'm going to pick this off if you throw it over here. This game has been kind of gross.
It's been bad. Not a good game for us to be calling live.
We were so excited. We're like, Rams, Bears. It's just penalties and picks. It's a medium pizza game.
Give Gurley the ball.
Let's go to the comments. Maybe somebody can trigger me again.
Somebody's trying to trigger you, but it's fake. It's the same dude who triggered you about Mello. Claiming that Bud Light is so delicious, they don't need those shitty commercials. That's just trying to trigger you.
Say that again.
That Bud Light is delicious.
Yeah. It's clearly something. No one believes that.
What do you guys got to say? I'm 95% sure that Goff just closed his eyes and threw it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Goff, but he's got to step it up. I mean, he's not even looking at replay. He's sucking his fingers. What is happening over here?
I think he's smelling him. He's like, I have shit on my hand. Yeah, I think he turned into fucking what's her name from SNL?
Molly Shannon?
Yeah. I think he was like trying to cover his mouth so you couldn't see, which is a really bad job of covering your mouth. He's just like talking through his fingers.
They're giving Howard the ball a lot.
Third down, gonna have to throw it now.
Yeah.
Although I would throw a little screen to Cohen.
What do you make of Baker Mayfield's day today? Let's talk about that for a hot minute.
Was it
It's
was it exceptional?
He had some good passes.
He had a couple good throws. I saw that.
Yeah.
How was his day overall? Did he play? He didn't play extremely well.
You want me to pull it up?
200 yards.
You want me to pull up Baker's stats?
Yeah.
Let's see. What kind of day did Baker Mayfield have? 238 yards and a touch. Baker Mayfield's day was Trubisky running, and he's going to get – no, he's down. 18 of 24 for 238 and a touch. So very efficient. Your boy Cam was not efficient. 26 of 42 for 265 and 1 interception.
Yeah. Dude, if I'm the Panthers, like, at what point do you – because, again, I know Cam has been what he's been so far, but it's not going to get better.
Well, we got to address something before we talk about the Panthers. The Browns won 5 games this year.
Okay.
You said they wouldn't win 5 games.
Well, they have.
Yeah.
But you know what I love about the Browns? This is another thing that this is exactly what I get upset with the quarterbacks is like there's a lot of terrible 5-win teams in football, right?
Yeah.
But somehow the Browns winning 5 games, like everybody's like, look at the Browns. Look at them. It's like, guys, I'm over here, the Giants are dog shit. We have 5 wins.
You guys have 4, right?
No, we have 5.
5 and 8?
5 and 8.
You don't play the Browns this year, do you?
No.
Yeah, I thought about that today too. I was like, okay, everybody, let's just tap the brakes a little. They're 5-7 and 1.
Like, have you ever seen more, like, not even, I wouldn't even call, like, average is average, right? Average is like 8 and 8. But have you ever seen a mediocre to bad football team with more hype around it?
Yeah. No, never.
5 wins.
I agree. All right, a little play action. Gurley finally completed a pass without throwing to the wrong team. First down, Rams.
But I'm going to say it again about Cam. At what point do you start coming up with another plan?
For Cam?
Yeah.
Well, I think you have McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Who had another decent game today. Not great game. I don't know. I mean, I'm still not I would not be ready to call it quits on Cam Newton.
You wouldn't be thinking about drafting another quarterback?
No, I wouldn't.
How? It's a Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl or bust league. Cam's not getting better. He's not going to get better. And he's not going to get better because the athleticism, he's just going to become less and less effective as a runner. More and more likely to get injured. He's not becoming a better passer.
I don't know though. That you can say that for a lot of guys. You can say it for a lot of team situations.
Yeah. Of course you could.
So that's my point. He's 3 years removed from an MVP?
Okay. MVPs are great, but it's a personal award.
I know. I'm not done with Cam yet. That's all I'm saying. By the way, the comments are on fire. Everyone's defending the Browns. That's what's so funny. 5 wins is amazing compared to the last 3 years. Well, guys, they only won but you guys aren't listening. This is where there's a disconnection. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, obviously, 0 wins to 5 wins is a huge upgrade. Our point about the Cleveland Browns is, which Joe just said, have you ever seen people losing their mind so much over any team winning 5 wins? That's all we're saying.
Yeah. Like, You don't hear the Vanderbilt football crowd like, we got 7 wins this year. We fucking did it.
Yeah.
Last couple of years we only got 2. This year it's 7.
Yeah.
You're 5.
The Bengals have 5 wins.
Yeah.
You said the Giants have 5 wins. Like, what are we talking about here? They beat the Panthers at home. Like, who are the Browns even 5 wins anyway? Cincinnati, Panthers, Jets. Who else did they beat?
I have no idea.
Everyone's fucking losing their mind.
Every time I see it on Sundays, it's like I'll see Mayfield. I'll go.
Baltimore.
Just like I said, I was like, what did he do?
And Atlanta.
200 yards? 200 yards and a single touch? Pfft. It's one of those things where it's just like, man, you would think that the Browns have 11 wins and Mayfield's up for an MVP award.
Yeah.
The way people react to it.
I want to talk about the Falcons for a minute. They're terrible.
Yeah, they're done for. Like they've had a lot of injuries on defense, but it's like that's part of football.
They got waxed by the Packers who couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely waxed. But I want to bring up something that you have said before on this show. You talk about you don't want your quarterback leading the league in
passing. Yeah.
So entering this week.
Oh, by the way, somebody sent me a great stat.
What's that?
No quarterback ever that's led the league in passing yards has won the Super Bowl.
Well,
in all the Super Bowls.
Well, it might happen this year with Mahomes, maybe, but Matt Ryan was leading coming into this week, I believe, or he's third. A lot of times they're behind. But I also think I want to tie this into my boy Russell Wilson. You always say you don't want a guy leading the league like a Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
But then you got a guy like Russell Wilson who, I know this week is 18th for yards.
Yeah.
But doesn't that go to your argument, right?
Yeah. By the way,
to my argument.
You are about Russell Wilson the way the Drew Brees fans who, when I said Drew Brees was the 6th best quarterback of all time, lost their mind. I have said consistently that Russ is a great quarterback. I have tried to talk you down from the ledge that Russell Wilson is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL or some sort of every year MVP candidate or some sort of elite Hall of Fame passer. He's not. But now
Russell Wilson will, if he stays the way he is, he will make the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Because he's already got 1 Super Bowl, regardless of how that was won. But my point is, okay, well, you don't believe he's a top 5. I do believe he's a top 5. But that's my point is that he's going to throw a fair amount, a lot of touchdowns. He's going to throw 30 touchdowns again this year, not throw it for a shit ton of yards, and know his role.
I've said the whole time.
But you've also said you'd rather have Matt Ryan over him. That's why I'm bringing up Matt Ryan.
But that has nothing to do. Like, Matt Ryan leading the league in passing has more to do with the Falcons than it does to Matt Ryan. I've also always said that Pete Carroll is a top coach in the NFL, and the reason is because he's not letting Russell Wilson. When Russell Wilson's throwing a ton of 50 times a game, you're gonna lose.
Well, they still won 10 games the year he threw the most. But by the way, I want to get back to this game real quick. Who the fuck was he throwing the ball to right there?
Nobody. There's clearly no one there. I'm not sure how it wasn't intentional grounding. The whole shot had no one in it. But you're absolutely right. I've said that the whole time. I said that is the beauty of Pete Carroll. He knows exactly that he lets Russell Wilson throw the ball 18 times a game.
Are we going to say Pete Carroll top 3 coach?
Yeah, we said it last week.
We agree on that.
Yeah.
Get rid of it, Goff.
I mean, Pete Carroll's got a stranglehold on number 2 if he fucking hands the ball off to Marshawn Lynch.
You think he loses sleep at night over that?
He has to. I mean, if he's staying up thinking about 9/11, he's got to be thinking about his own fucking.
I watch those
fiery disaster.
Yeah, it's like I watch those football lives. All those guys who never won Super Bowls, especially ones that played in them, they all say there is not a day that goes by where I don't think about losing the Super Bowl.
All right, man. That ball looked like he got clipped on the way back. He's just not very aware of the pass rush. He doesn't have that feel.
No. And he should as a third-year quarterback. He doesn't have it at all. We are currently at 12-12 in the fourth quarter. Bears 15, Rams 6 on second down and 10 yards to go.
So, I want to go back because I know you kind of dismissed it, but I'm going to ask you one more time. So right now, the Panthers are 6-7, correct?
Yeah.
So if they have the 11th pick in the NFL draft.
Gurley with a great fucking run there, breaking the tackle. Looks like it's a first down. Rams. I don't know the quarterback class right now, also, Prano. Like, I don't know.
So they'd be right in the middle. Like, let's say they're 16. You wouldn't consider taking, like, Greer from West Virginia?
No.
No?
Greer's brothers are fucking social media stars. I'm not touching that.
I mean, Cam didn't wear a shirt to his last press conference. He was wearing Pharrell's Mountie hat.
I know, but he comes from.
What are you talking about?
I don't trust Greer. That's all I'm saying. I don't trust. Dude, Big 12. That's all I'm going to say. Big 12. Like, Baker Mayfield's the best quarterback to come out of the Big 12 in recent memory. Big 12. Like who are they producing? Seriously. RG3 had one amazing year out of Baylor. Colt McCoy. I'm not touching the Big 12. They said this year's draft class was real deep. I don't think next year's, the 2019 class, is going to be as deep. No, I would not draft a quarterback. Now, Ron Rivera might get the axe. Probably is.
You think he'll get fired from this season?
I don't know.
No. He won't.
Bro, I got to read this YouTube comment. This is great. From Matt Evangelisto. Can't wait for the Jared Goff football life. In quotes. Not a day goes by when I don't think about the day when Sean taught me where the sun rises and sets. Well played, sir. Well played.
That wasn't even true. Oh yeah, well I guess.
Okay, I'm getting roasted here. Mahomes. I did forget Mahomes. I just always forget, like, when he went to Texas Tech.
Yeah.
I totally forget. That's a bad one to forget.
Do you mean the current league MVP?
Yeah, I stand corrected.
I got to say, I'm not going to even take the blame on that one. I always forget Texas Tech is in the Big 12 because I don't give a single fuck about college football.
Big 12 is not a good conference. It's not a good conference. It's not a good conference. Giving up 400 fucking points a game. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
My argument with college football, and we talked about this recently, is like, I get it. The SEC is a good conference because there's 3 good teams generally.
The SEC?
Yeah. There's generally Alabama and like Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Alabama, Georgia, Auburn, Alabama.
Mississippi might have a really good year.
Yeah. But it's like there's always 3 good teams.
Yeah.
That's what makes them a great conference. It's like, are there really any great conferences?
But the depth of the SEC is what makes it also good. Like, their mediocre teams are better. What the fuck is Goff doing? Like, who's he throwing this to? No one knows. Even the Bears are like, what the fuck is happening? Like, the Bears dropped that because they were so shocked that he threw it.
No, because everybody was running, like, even the defenders are running away from it because they're like, what? Why was that? We're all running this way. Why did he throw it there?
Yeah.
I was just behind him.
Don't worry, guys. I'm here to the block capade. Up. You've been putting time out. Boom.
Why? What happened?
Some cheddar dick coming in here to talk about Atlanta MLS championship. They're like, get this guy out of here. You've been putting time out, fam. You're done.
Remember back in the rabble blocking days?
I love it. I can do that on YouTube, dude. It's a great power to have.
Yeah, but then those people probably were subscribed to us, crushing our subscriber numbers.
I put them on timeout.
Oh, that's a thing?
It's a thing on YouTube, bro. You can put user in timeout.
Wow.
Some white people fucking shit right there.
That's some millennial parenting shit.
Yeah. Go to timeout. Do you ever have timeout?
No. God, no. That's like the idea of that is terrible.
So
my dad would be like, yeah, I'm going to put you in timeout. I'm going to put it so that your brain can't tell time because I've knocked you out.
Yeah. So I grew up, with the whole wooden spoon, spanking, the bell, all that shit, right? So
my dad would go full 300 and like kick us down the stairs. You know what I mean? Like,
so I remember when my mom started working again and we had to go to our babysitter, she basically nannied a bunch of kids at once.
I remember.
And no, not my mom.
Never forget.
Not my mom. The woman who I used to go to sometimes.
Okay, got it.
Right?
You went to daycare.
But like at our house.
Yeah.
And this woman did that. And I'll never forget, I was acting up and she goes, "You've been putting time out." I go, I literally didn't know it. I go, "What's time out?" She goes, "That means you have to sit in the corner by the stairs and just stare at the wall for 10 minutes. I remember laughing in her face, being like, "Oh, you're not going to slap me or hit me? Oh, you're a fucking bitch. Yeah, I'll go sit in the corner and play with my dick for 10 minutes.
Well, that was always the thing in school. Like, remember, like, it always happened with like a sub, but what I would always tell my classmates is like, guys, you can treat regular teachers like the sub. Like, a teacher has no control if everybody just goes, "We're not listening." Like, just like once you get enough people, like
that is amazing.
You just have nothing.
That you would tell them like, dude, just treat the regular teacher like a sub.
Yeah. Like when a sub comes, everybody starts acting out. I'm like, dude, if 12 people are screaming at the regular teacher, they also have nothing they can do. It's just a numbers game.
Yeah.
We broke our chorus teacher down. She was like, "I'm retiring from life." I'm just like, "I'm never teaching children again." I was like, boom.
I picture Prano at the cafeteria, just looking at his guys, going, "Look, I know we want to go nuts when the sub comes here, but we can do that to the regular teacher." And just their heads exploding.
Like, remember, like, if you're sitting at
fucking shit, Zerline.
Wow, a direct hit off the goalpost.
That's the game right there. That's the game.
I don't know. A lot of time left, Andy. Did he turn the ball the wrong way?
The Domino's pizza kick right there is what that is. Fuck you, Goff. You can't even show emotion because you guys are in this shithole because you're playing like a fucking asshole tonight. Unreal. What is this commercial?
It's what's her name? It's a chick from Love Actually and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Keira Knightley?
Yeah.
She's back?
I mean, she's clearly doing like, yeah, I was going to say, it's definitely
Coco,
perfume.
Mademoiselle, Chanel, Paris. Notice I tossed in that Paris?
Yeah.
I was trying to speak a little Spanish at my show last night. It did not work out well.
I thought you were fluent.
No, not at all. I asked these two guys in the crowd, I go, "Where are you from?" And they go, "De Argentina." And I said it like back like that, like, well, you know what the accent, like Argentina. And I go, "How do you like that accent?" He goes, "Good." And I go, "Donde?" You know, just asked him where. And then by me simply saying where, just that one word, he just started reeling off Spanish. And I was like, "Yo, bro."
And then you're like, chorizo, por favor. Dos.
You gotta fucking tap
baños.
Tap the brakes here, man. Do you know anything about the chalupas at fucking Taco Bell, bro?
The cheese is old and moldy. Where's the bathroom? Oh, does anybody get that reference? Will anybody know that reference?
Give some credit to the Bears defense, Andy. Come on. No, I have given credit. I've said the Bears defense has played great tonight.
Yeah, and Goff's also throwing it to no one.
Yeah, the Bears defense has played great, and Goff was also playing like dog shit. So it's a combination. Great defense is better than great offense. What do you think when people say things like that?
I mean, I guess technically that would be true, but like, yeah. So, but it's so much more rare to have a great defense.
Yeah.
And then also a great defense from week to week, you know. Where's the Bears' great defense?
John Daly's back. Golf Channel next Saturday in American flag pants. He's back.
Like last week, right? The Bears lost to the Giants because they had Chase Daniel, but their defense was there. Why didn't their defense win the game?
They gave up 30 points last week.
Yeah, because it's hard to have a great defense when you're on the field the whole entire time.
Yeah. All right, false start on Witzman. Let's
Watch
see.
him turn. Yeah, he turns it the wrong way. Watch. Why would he do that?
What the fuck? Hecker.
What the hecker?
What the hecker? See those shirtless guys up there? What a bunch of maniacs. Do you see those guys?
Laces out, Greg.
Right away he said on me, and he's like, no
Yeah.
shit, dude.
There's no shit on you.
Juwan Howard with a nice run. Telling you, that's the game, man. That missed field goal. This is huge because the Rams lose this game, they drop to a number 2 seed.
But the Saints are still 11-2.
Yeah, but they lost head-to-head.
Right. Saints had a close one today.
I was going to say, that's why the Saints-Bucks game was a big deal. And the Saints played off on the first half.
Are you giving up? I know you're not giving up on Cam. Are you giving up on Jameis Winston? Is Jameis Winston their quarterback going forward?
Again, I just don't know who your answer is. That's my point.
Well,
like, because you used to play that same effect with me in the Bengals and Andy Dalton.
right.
I'd bitch about Andy Dalton nonstop, and you'd say, okay, Ruther, then who are they going to?
I'm not saying you go to Jeff Driscoll full time, but I'm saying you have to start exploring the idea of who the answer is.
Well, the thing is, Jameis Winston is due, like, I believe, 19 to 21 million.
So
that's a factor.
I always do it like this. All right, ready? I'm going to ask you a math question. It can be multiple choice. Okay?
Okay.
418 times 526 is A, 12, B, 45, C, 19, or D, none of the above.
I mean, it's clearly none of the above.
Right. So just because you don't know what the actual answer is doesn't mean you don't know what the wrong answers are. The first three, clearly not the right answer. You don't know the right answer, but you know it's not those. Like, you don't know what the right answer is for the Bucks and the Panthers and the Bengals, but it's not Andy Dalton, Cam Newton, Jameis Winston. So start exploring the none of the above
area. I would
area.
disagree because Cam Newton still has playoff experience, has won some playoff games, has been to a Super Bowl. Andy Dalton has never won. Andy Dalton's playoff stats, I believe, are one in like 5 games, 1 touchdown and 6 interceptions. They're like statistically one of the worst of all time.
But again,
and Jameis hasn't played a playoff game
yet. This is I've made the equivalent. By the way, a far better equivalent than Carmelo Anthony to Odell Beckham. But Cam Newton is Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard took a team to the finals. Wasn't MVP. Did he win MVP? No, but he was an MVP candidate that year. But then it never got better than that. That was peak Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Because he never changed his game, and he was a freak athlete. And then he did not improve his technique for the things that you need as your athleticism wanes.
I stick by. I'm not ready to give up on Cam.
Okay.
Of those 3, I mean the other 2 are a different story. But of those 3, I'm not ready to give up on Cam Newton yet. I just don't know what the answer is. And I know you can say, well, nobody knows, but I look at the quarterback situation in the NFL, and it's so tough to be a consistently good quarterback.
Well, here's what I would say.
Consistently.
Here's what I would say the answer is. When you have a sure thing, no doubt about it, franchise quarterback, you do not prioritize that in a draft. If I was the Panthers GM, I would not necessarily think that drafting a quarterback in the first 3 rounds of an NFL draft is something that I absolutely should not waste a pick on.
So you would draft a quarterback in the first 3 rounds?
If somebody was great in the right position for us?
Yeah.
I'd take a passer. Doesn't mean you have to give up on Cam.
No, see, okay, now you're kind of wheezing your way.
No, I'm trying to give up on Cam if I'm the GM. Like I would have to.
but
It's a
you're
tough
also
decision, but I would.
but that's an argument that you just made that I'm not necessarily against, Prano. You're saying if there's a guy available that can come in, might not start right away. I'm not because when you were saying you're giving up on Cam, I'm under the impression like you don't want Cam Newton being the Panthers starter in 2019.
Or at the same time, well, there's a couple options. You either draft somebody that could potentially challenge him, which they're not. Their mindset is like he's 100% the guy. Or do you like? There are a lot of teams that have a lot of fucking. That they may think they're a quarterback away. Would you call up the Jacksonville Jaguars and be like, just calling, just wondering, what you give up for Cam Newton? Would you give us 3 first-rounders for Cam Newton? Just checking to see if you would. Would you?
I mean, I don't.
Would you make that phone call? You call a couple people?
I don't think there's any problem with calling anyone to test the waters on almost anybody. I'm not against testing the waters at all. No one's against testing the waters, man. I'm all about testing those waters. Can I say it one more time?
Yeah.
Test those waters.
I don't even know what you think test the waters means at this point, the way you're saying it. Like, you're like, test the waters.
It means like you want to try new things in life. You want, am I getting really deep on this?
I don't know.
like you're testing the waters on who you can trade and get something for. You test the waters on like dating. You test the waters on cars, right? You test the waters on life experiences. Am I just stoned and making no sense at this point?
I think you're overusing that. Your test the waters definition is pretty broad.
Okay. I get it.
Also, how many waters can you test simultaneously? It's usually just test the water.
Nick D'Alessandro wants color and play-by-play on the next drive.
All right. You're going to do play-by-play. I'll do color.
Okay. Oh, they just showed Jim McMahon.
Poor Jim McMahon.
I just saw him today in Venice Beach.
By the way, Jim McMahon is watching this game, and he's like, who's the guy with the headband?
Poor Jim McMahon, but he can't even see now. All right, Rams, 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line, down 15-6. We're at 6:44 to go in the fourth quarter. Goff hands the ball up to Gurley for a little dive. He's going to gain about 2. Stifled by the Bears defense. What do you think about that, Joe? The announcers don't say that.
Yeah, you did the play-by-play, and you came in with the colored there. The colored. I'm not doing color. I'm the colored. I'm the racist. The racist colored guy.
Gurley, they just showed 11 rushes for 28 yards, 3 receptions for 30 yards.
I feel like not enough Gurley tonight. You gotta, if you're the Rams, I feel like Gurley is the football equivalent of body punches.
Yes.
You need to work the body to take down the head.
See, that's a great tackle right there. The Bears that's a sign of a good defense.
No one knows what you're talking about because you skipped the whole play-by-play portion.
Well, they tackled Everett about a yard short.
There you go. Nice tackle. Force a 3rd down.
Man down. He looks like a big man. I'm assuming offensive lineman.
Looks like a big man. Can't say for sure.
Number 76.
Has a big man's number.
He's the 3rd.
Yep. Now that I see it,
Saffold the 3rd. That's a new trend. These guys always want to say if they're the 2nd, 3rd, 4th. What's up with that now?
Well, back in the day, you used to just be junior, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd only get the number if you were the 3rd.
But even like Steve Smith went to Steve Smith Sr.
Yeah.
Like guys now want to be known what order they are. What's up with that? Man,
it's about legacy, yo.
A lot of disrespect. Howie, I don't appreciate that comment. Send Ruther to Flint, Michigan? Not cool, bro. Not cool. I assume that was my alluding to waters. I'm not testing those waters. Those are waters I would not test. And he's walking off the field. Doesn't look good. From my diagnosis, I'm going to say torn ACL.
Wow.
Definitely a torn ACL, and Saffold is out for the season. You heard it here first. I'm Andy Ruther, DSPN. You see Scottie Pippen try to holler? He like made some comments at Rachel McNichols on Instagram. Gross.
No, what? He's trying to like actually holler at her?
He made like an emoji. Get him the ball. You waited too long. Jesus, Goff. What do you make of that play? Bless you. He was wide open. He waited too late.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this missed field goal is going to kill them. They're going to drive down here. Rams are going to drive down here.
It's taking too long, Andy.
The Rams are going to drive down here and score some points. Damn, they're only at the 32. Goff drops back to pass.
There you go. No, that's not a catch.
Reynolds, I believe he's out of
not a
bounds. Juggling it. You know, the Rams look like dog shit tonight. I'd have to blame the weather. I would just say the weather is definitely 100% culpable.
Do you think that's what it is?
No, not at all. I think that they're just getting outplayed and outcoached. Yeah, I said outcoached even. You got to make that play.
So here is
Cooper Kupp makes that play, by the way. What you got?
Here's the question. I have a fantasy football question for my because I've always been pretty mediocre at fantasy football. I know a lot of our nerd fans love fantasy football. So it looks like I'll be ahead after tonight, unless something goes crazy here. I'll be ahead after tonight, and I'll have 2 players left. I'll have Stephon Diggs and the Minnesota defense tomorrow night. I don't think Stephon Diggs could do anything wrong enough to cost me, but I definitely just take the Minnesota defense out of my lineup. Right? Do I just take the Minnesota defense out of my lineup just in case Seattle like goes haywire and then like they end up scoring negative points?
I think it'll be a low scoring game tomorrow night. But can we? Unless you want to talk about your fantasy, it's 4th and 4 here.
My fantasy is for you to nail one of these play-by-plays here. 4th and 4, Andy, take it away.
All right, 4th and 4. We're at 4:34 on the game clock. This is it, people. The game has come down to this. The Rams down 9 points against the Bears on their own.
Now you're telling us who's playing in the game.
38-yard line. 4th and 4. Here it is. We got trips up top. Jared Goff drops back to pass. He's looking and sacked. He is butt fucked, people, by number 95 and number 96. Robertson, something else, another guy with a fucking lawyer name. This is a terrible game by Jared Goff, terrible game by the Rams offense. And the real MVP is the Bears defense this game.
I mean, that was a nice, that's certainly a great defensive play by the Bears there. But I agree with you on, like, 4th down, essentially game on the line. You have to throw the ball no matter what.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said about quarterbacks. Like, not every interception is the same. You have to throw that ball. Throw it into traffic. Throw it anywhere. Just throw it. Throw it fucking 60 yards downfield.
Yeah.
Throw it directly into the sky. But you have to throw that ball.
Sure.
You cannot take that sack.
I agree.
Under any circumstances. And you don't throw it away and you don't try to fucking scramble. You just throw it. You just close your eyes and fucking throw it. Throw it into the middle of the field.
Gurley has 11 carries.
Yeah.
I love Sean McVay. I'm a big fan.
But you would think.
I don't know what he's doing tonight, though.
But also you'd think all the talk of, we talked about it before the game, how much stock do you put into, it's going to be cold and they're a West Coast team. It's like everybody's telling us that we're drunk, that we have our heads up our own asses, that I've somehow created and turned you into a New York Giants homer because we are crazy for saying Saquon Barkley's even on the same level as Todd Gurley. Everybody, he's the best. Well, if he's the best, why isn't he just getting the ball in the fucking I formation and playing ball control?
So against the Broncos, that's what the Rams did. And it was cold. Remember that game? It was like an early, really cold, I think it was even snowing game in October against the Broncos. They just fed Gurley the ball. Yeah. Now, I know the Broncos and Bears defenses are not the same. You got to give Gurley the ball more tonight. Now, if this game, now I see all the stands are coming out. The stands are coming out for the Bears right now. Guys, this game's a lot different if it's played in LA, though. It is. And it's like Prano was saying, it's nothing to do with the cold. Everyone's like, oh, I see the comments. People, you guys want the Rams in the playoffs? Well, good luck with that because it's going to be in LA. Most likely.
I don't even understand the comment. What's the comment?
Super Bowl contender now. Hope these two teams play in the playoffs in LA.
Here's what I got to say. I'm going to say it again because fanboys are annoying. If you watch Mitchell Trubisky tonight play medium pizza football, throw fucking three picks, just showing up. He ain't even getting out of the car to deliver the pizza. He's pulling up to your driveway and he's throwing his pizza out the sunroof.
No, you know what he's doing? He's throwing that pizza on the fucking roof, Breaking Bad style.
Yeah. I hope he works for Domino's. I hope he got motherfucking pizza insurance. This dude's just flinging pizzas at houses. You're telling me you're a Super Bowl contender? You're a Super Bowl contender. You're a Super Bowl contender? Pizza boy?
We got two pizza boys competing in a game that's 15-6. One touchdown. Just get rid of the goddamn ball, Goff. Stop wincing. So it's 2nd and 7. The Bears obviously just going to run out the clock here. Zach Mann's coming back at us. I called it a snooze fest. Remember when we were hot at him?
No.
We were hot at him last week. So when we announced that we were going to be covering this game live, he said it would be a snooze fest. Although this has been good for me to watch because it's shined a light on these two quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen how they are. Now, Goff had Monday Night Football in the spotlight, and he played great. He was also at home.
Yeah, he also wasn't playing a fucking great defense.
Well, next week, Sunday night, he's got the spotlight on him again against the Eagles. And the Eagles really don't have that much to play for because they're now 2 games back.
Yeah. No, they really don't have much to play for. I mean, I guess they could technically
Spoiler.
They can still get in the playoffs, 8-8. I mean, what are the Eagles now? They're
6-7.
Yeah. I mean, they could easily get into the playoffs at 9-7 in the NFC.
Yeah. They're not winning 3 games, though.
I don't think so either, but doesn't mean they're not going to try to win.
I am not cursing the Rams. I saw that comment, Stanga. I'm not. How am I cursing the Rams? They're 11-2. How am I cursing them? I've been to 2 games this year. They've won them both. Went to the Saints game last year. They won. Now, the first year, I did go see. This is fun. You know, I went to Jeff Fisher's last game.
Yeah. What games did you go to this year? You went to the Chiefs game?
Chiefs, Seahawks. And I'm going to go to Eagles next week. Apparently, the Shabellis have a fucking.
I mean, technically, the teams that you went to the Coliseum and rooted for in those games are 1-1, right? Weren't you rooting for the Seahawks?
I was not rooting for the Seahawks.
That's not what Goldberg told me.
Goldberg's a liar. I was not rooting for the Seahawks. Somebody wants to give Prano money. Oh, okay. I see it. If the Vikings D gets negative points, I'll Venmo Prano $10.
Well, but that's not really helpful.
How would they get negative points? How does that work?
If they give up like 40 points and don't get any turnovers, like I think if you score if you give them more than 25 points and you don't get a turnover, I think you're at 0. So I'm saying, should I just play it safe? I don't have to play them. I think I will have already had it won. And Stephon Diggs isn't fumbling 17 times. You know what I mean?
Oh, missed it. The kickers have medium pizza night too. It's a fucking medium pizza bonanza.
The kickers aren't even medium. They're not even pizzas. They're like those gross fudgy brownies you order from Domino's.
The lava cakes, bro. Can we talk about the Domino's lava cakes are legit.
If you want diabetes.
Maybe I gotta switch my hat around for a little fucking rally.
I mean, a hat worn properly isn't a rally cap. You gotta rally caps something like that. No, don't go inside. That's gonna ruin it. Go the tomahawk rally cap. I'm not doing it because I'm not rooting for your team, but Now you just look like you're a fucking D-bag. Turn sideways, Ruther. There you go. Now you're rallied up.
Is this the proper
I don't
rally
know.
cap?
I don't know what Goff's doing. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Old fucking shark hat.
There we go. The proper rally cap. All right. By the way, can we talk about the cut cam in Kansas City?
Why was it especially cucky?
Yeah, it was really cucky today.
It was Kansas City, Baltimore. Who was there?
We got lots of good.
Brady. There's a Brady one. Did I see that?
Brady. We had a Dallas Cowboys. We had Chicago Bears. Shout out to Sean DeJoseph sending all those pictures. Love when Dirtballs send cut cam pics. Guys, if you're at a game and anyone's wearing a jersey of a different team, not playing in the game, send us pictures at The Dirty Sports on Twitter or Instagram, and that you will be featured in our hashtag cut cam.
Now, I had a question for you that I was thinking about when that Dolphins game ended on that crazy play. Do you think Mac broke out of the mental facility the way like the chief in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Do you think the mental facility that his parents put him in after they found out he made a $1,000 bet on the Jay Cutler Dolphins? Do you think he like threw like a water fountain through a window like old Chief and escaped with a straitjacket on, running through the streets of the Panhandle?
How did the Patriots lose that game? No, can we talk about Gronk at the end?
It was ridiculous.
Dude, Gronk looked so pathetic. You hate to say that.
Did you see my tweet?
No.
I said, the Jimmy Buffett cover band is on the field. The Jimmy Buffett cover band is on the field. Because it reminded me of the Cal Stanford play. You know, the band is on the field. But I was thinking Miami. What kind of shitty band? It was either going to be that or Gloria Estefan and then Miami Sound Machine are on the field.
You had to make me think about that one for a second. Gronk looked awful though. Like on that play, it just looked like ogre white guy versus fast black guy.
What I didn't understand is theoretically they had Gronk out there for some sort of Hail Mary situation. Is Gronk like a leaper these days? Is Gronk with his bionic knee brace
and bionic arm,
who has had back injuries and is he suddenly jumping up to make deflections?
Yeah.
By the way, on 70-yard Ryan Tannehill Hail Mary attempts. Did they think Ryan Tannehill was gonna?
I mean, for Drake though to weave in and out like that,
it was ridiculous.
Fucking amazing. The Bears DBs, back to this game, they got their hands in on every single play.
Yeah,
playing amazing ball tonight. All right, 4th and 10. This really is the game for real.
Not for really real now.
For real, guys.
You took your rally cap off. What are you doing?
It kept falling off my head.
I don't understand how rallies work.
Kept falling off my head. All right, 4th and 10. Goff drops back to pass. And I don't know who the fuck he was throwing to.
He threw it to
Prince. He threw it to our boy. Coming to America. Is it Amakamura?
Yeah, Amukamura.
Amukamura?
Yes! Fuck you, too!
Wow. So, Goff 3 picks. Trubisky 3. McVay's like, you fucking suck tonight, bro. Here's the thing. The Bears D's playing good, but I also don't.
Right, exactly.
Like
that's what I know that we have some Bears slurpers.
Where's that pass going?
Like the Bears D's
three guys there.
Bears D's playing great. He's in the pocket, no pressure yet, and he just throws it to no one.
Yeah.
Like you can that was not a Bears coverage sack. That was not a Bears pressure sack. That was Jared Goff not knowing which way the sun rises.
Wait, so Trubisky has 4?
I said that.
I was wrong. So these guys have a combined 7 interceptions.
Yeah. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yeah. As a Rams fan, it gives me zero confidence. And Prano's right. If you're a Bears fan, like this guy gives you that much confidence. Because here's the thing. Take teams that had amazing defenses. And by the way, I'm not putting this Bears defense also at the level of, let's say, like a Ravens defense of 2000, 2001. But even with Trent Dilfer, you know why Trent Dilfer worked on a team like that? He wasn't turning the ball over.
Well, he was just a straight up 100% game manager.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Their D was that good.
Right. That's why, as a Giants fan, I always take offense to the fucking, like, this Bears defense is better than those Giants defenses.
Ooh, we got some takes coming in on Goff. Okay. Goff is Andy Dalton. And then do you think Goff is a top 10 quarterback in the league right now? No way.
No.
No fucking way. I mean, let's just go through it. I list my top 10 in no particular order.
Yeah.
Top 10. Brady, Breeze, Mahomes, Rodgers, my boy, Russell Wilson. Is that 5 or 6?
6. No, I don't know.
Matt Ryan, Philip Bridger.
You said Roethlisberger.
I haven't said Roethlisberger
Okay.
yet. Philip Rivers, Big Ben. What, I'm at 9 right now? And who haven't I mentioned?
I mean, there's certainly guys you haven't mentioned. I mean, there's 20 other teams in the league. There are like terrible teams, but like
Stafford.
Stafford. Yeah, like are you putting Stafford on this team over Goff?
Yes.
You putting Eli Manning on this team over Goff?
No.
See, that's where you're wrong. He's not just throwing it to nobodies. He's throwing 3 picks to nobody.
So you'd rather have Eli. This is a fascinating conversation. You'd rather have Eli Manning over Jared Goff
on this Rams team?
Yeah.
Yeah, so would Sean McVay. And so would Jared Goff. Jared Goff's like, do I get a ring too? Yeah, come on over. He didn't know where the sun rose. He's not even allowed to call audibles at the line. He's not allowed to call audibles at the line. He's not allowed. His coach doesn't allow him to. The headset shuts off, and that's it. That's the last he can talk.
I mean, he's really getting exposed tonight. Badly. He's really getting exposed. I hate to say it, he really is. It's not good.
I would definitely take Stafford. I would definitely take Eli.
What about Cam? Would you take Cam?
See, I don't think that skill set fucking... He's just as inaccurate. He's not accurate. That's my problem with Cam. He's not accurate.
Do the Rams win next week?
Who are they playing? Yeah, the Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do. At home?
Yeah. And then they close with Arizona and San Francisco.
The Eagles aren't good defensively.
I'm telling you, man, he was fucking exposed this week badly.
You take Wentz.
Wentz has missed a lot of throws this year, but he's also coming off an injury, so I don't know. Like, I don't know what to make of Wentz just yet.
You're not taking Dak over him.
No.
I mean, I'm taking Wentz over Goff.
I wouldn't be mad if you did. I was riding high on Goff Kansas City night. Because I kept saying this is a big test for him. This is a big test. But then the last 2 weeks, he's fucking laid an egg. This is where the whole system versus quarterback, this is where this whole discussion comes into play. It really does. Like,
taking Baker over Goff?
No, not yet. I mean, Baker could be good, really good.
Yeah.
But he's also in his first year. I need to see more.
Goff's this is what, year 3 or 4?
It's year 3 for Goff.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick over Goff?
David Carr? I'm taking David Carr over Goff.
You're taking everybody over Goff.
Derek Carr. I'm not taking David Carr over Goff.
He works for NFL Network.
Yeah.
You guys should rename the show QB Comparisons with Joe and Andy. Well, I don't know.
Well, this game was a medium pizza bonanza.
But also, I think Joe and I have good conversations about quarterbacks. Like, I think I enjoy those.
Taking Deshaun Watson over Goff.
You are.
Yeah? I'm asking you.
Probably. We need to talk about that game.
We're taking Luck over Goff. We're both taking Luck over Goff.
Of course. We need to talk about that game today. Let's go through these games as this game wraps up. The Texans could have slid into that number 2 spot with a win. They lost. Your boy Bill O'Brien.
I'm not on the Texans train. Not on it. Never been on it. Never will be on it. I like Watson. I like Hopkins. Watt is J.J. Watt. Bill O'Brien canceled a lot of that out. They shut down Hopkins today. They went out of their way to shut down Hopkins. Now that Fuller's out.
Who'd they pick up? Who's the guy they made in the trade for?
Who? The Texans?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A receiver.
Oh, yeah, Demaryius Thomas.
But he's not doing much for them, is he?
He had one really good game. 15-6. It's like an AL Central baseball game.
And there you have it. The final. Chicago Bears with a impressive 15-6 win over the Rams. I think a lot of shit about the Rams was exposed tonight. This is what I'm saying. Look, local commercial. This is a local ad for next week's game, Eagles-Rams, next Sunday Night Football, which I still think I'm going to go to. Why would I not? So the Rams are back to the number 2 seed.
But that's an NBC commercial.
No, that was
I
was wrong. I was wrong.
I'm like, this is a really well produced local Rams commercial.
Yeah, I was wrong on that one. Do we want to go through some of these games, Prano?
Yeah, let's do it. I think we covered a lot of them.
We covered most of them.
Well, let's go. Let's bang it out.
We covered most of these, to be honest. Falcons, Packers, we didn't really cover.
Mike McCarthy gone. Packers suddenly better. Atlanta Falcons. I mean, I still like Quinn, but you can't.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't love him.
Do you?
I don't love him, but they've had a ton of injuries on their defense this
year.
Dude,
I get that. Okay, but for me, this is what I'm going to say about the Falcons. You have way too much talent offensively. I know their defense is dog shit, but you have way too much talent offensively to put up 20 points like today. And I know it's in Lambeau, but come on.
Yeah.
They scored in their opening drive. They scored right away. Who wins the division? No, Texans are going to win. I was going to ask if you think the Colts have any chance.
I think they have a chance. I don't know who everybody's got left, but they're still 2 games back, right?
Yeah. Okay, Prano. I'm going to go into some comments. Why is Aaron Rodgers better than Drew Brees? I'll let you handle this. I think we've explained this.
Why do I think Aaron Rodgers is better than Drew Brees? I think.
Well, first of all, he can make this is what I want to say about him. And let me actually hop in first. I thought Tony Romo made a great point today during the Kansas City Chiefs Ravens game when Mahomes made that throw on the last drive to tie it.
So the only other person they can make is Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, it's exactly what he said.
More mobile, better arm, just as much of a command of the game, certainly, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, all right, let's just leave it at that. That's just a couple of things, right? He's, I think, got 23 touchdowns and 1 interception or something like that this year. I think he has 1 pick on the year.
Yeah.
So, okay, but that's just a couple of things. So now, why is Brees better than Rodgers? Play devil's advocate. Why is Brees better than Rodgers? You can't look at, he's the all-time leading passer. He's been playing longer. So why is Brees better than Rodgers? He's not as mobile. He doesn't have a strong arm. He doesn't throw on the run with that accuracy. They both have 1 Super Bowl. So why is Brees better? Also, we just talked about before. I wish I had the to me. Shout out to whoever it was. You know who you are. It's never in the history of the Super Bowl. Yeah, when we talk, to the cream of 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 the crop, you can say all these guys are incredible. So it is going to be splitting hairs, right?
Yeah.
So the hairs I'm splitting is more mobile, bigger arm, better at throwing on the run, more explosive. So yeah. So now why is Breeze better than Rodgers? I'm willing to hear what you got, but
Breeze is. You want to go to some of the comments?
yeah.
Breeze is better in the pocket. Says what?
Yeah, it says what?
I mean, you can't. Here's the thing: if you're gonna make a comment like that, and again, my thing, guys, Joe's right. We're talking about splitting hairs on all-time greats, and again, the thing with Breeze has showed up the last 2 weeks. Breeze on the road, you're pretty good, but like today, first half, he did not look good. I watched that whole Bucks game. He didn't look good in Dallas. Breeze is an all-time great, but I could be wrong on this. I don't think Aaron Rodgers really matters where he plays because he's already playing on a fucking frozen tundra.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. So when you say things like Breeze is better in the pocket, I don't know what that means. Joe doesn't know what that means.
Well, I'm looking it up right now. So a difference of 67 to 65%. That's their completion percentage.
So they're very similar. Who do you guys got? Leave it in the comment section right now. Give a
don't tell me who you got. Tell me why Breeze is better.
No, give a thumbs up and then tell me who you like. Breeze or Breeze or Rodgers. Just say Breeze or Rodgers. Who you got?
All right, you want to do a couple more comments? Do we have other stories that were?
Here's a good one. I like this from Corbin Stoddard. Travis Kelce over Gronkowski.
That's not even a question anymore. Gronk's has not been healthy, isn't a run after the catch guy. Kelce's the best tight end in the league.
Yeah. And we got to talk about Kittle.
Yeah, right there. I mean, maybe the next best tight end in the league.
Like nobody talks about fucking Kittle.
Maybe, and when I say next, I don't mean second to Kelce. I think maybe he is the next.
Yeah.
Because, look, we had Antonio Gates, and we had Tony Gonzalez, and we had Witten, but those are all Hall of Famers. Very rare that tight ends last that long.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Gronk. Gronk had a pretty small window. It's like a 5-year window.
But he's also injured all the time.
Right. Because those guys take a fucking ton of hits.
Yeah.
So Kelce, this might be his window. Maybe Kittle's the next one. Like for a second there, everybody's like, oh, Greg Olsen. Hurt all the time.
Yeah. No, I agree. All right. You guys got any other questions? Any other big questions? Was there any other stuff we wanted to cover today?
I don't know. You said we had other sports stuff for after the show.
Well, I don't think we really have much. We kind of discussed the Kyler Murray thing, bringing up old tweets. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I mean that's super.
Because no, Joe, what's bad is, are you seeing how the mainstream? Did you see a lot of people going to USA Today? I mean, when you have USA Today, not even their sports section, just normal USA Today tweeting this stuff. Can you imagine sitting on tweets that someone wrote at 15 and 16?
I don't even think they're sit on them. I think that some guy sees somebody in their biggest moment and just starts putting in keywords in somebody's Twitter and tries to find shit.
But why? Guys, we all have to ask ourselves, why are we trying to ruin a guy's greatest night, his greatest achievement of winning a Heisman? Why? Why are we trying to ruin a guy who has been named the host of the Oscars about tweets he's already addressed? Like, why? What's this personal vindication we get from it?
Right.
You're really sick in the head if you want to ruin someone's night and you want to virtue signal. And I'll just go on record saying, I said a lot of dumb shit at that age. I said a lot of racist shit. I said a lot of homophobic shit. I know I did.
Right.
I was also 15 and 16. I didn't have a lot of fucking gay friends. I didn't know any gay people. I said dumb shit all the fucking time. But I was fortunate enough not to have Twitter.
I mean, it's just so stupid that, we're going back to kids.
It's absurd.
So I went to the boat parade in the marina last night at John's place, and I brought Andy Lazarus with me because Laz came down to play. He wanted to have a drink after volleyball, and then I was like, I'm running late. I got to go to my brother's, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, no. I'm like, come to my brother's. So my brother starts telling him all these stories of us when we were kids, and Laz was like, I can't like. Laz was like, he's like, what? I can't believe the things I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And like if there was just a recording of the half hour of stories that my brother told Laz last night, somebody would just be like, oh, so if Joe ever gets famous, I could just play this for like the shit that we used to do. But we were kids.
Yeah. I know.
It's fucking stupid. Look at your boy. I mean, Chet, how many sweaters is he wearing simultaneously?
He's wearing a turtleneck with a sweater. That's it. I'm defending him instantly.
Just the cheddar dickery of fucking. Did he ski to the booth?
Hey, maybe he took the slopes from Cincinnati to Chicago, headed up north. But I agree, Prano, to kind of finish that up. It's absurd. And I'd like to look at anyone, and say, you never said something racist. You never said something homophobic. That's bullshit. Every single person has. Just admit it. Why can't we just admit it?
Well, now, the way that they're slicing and dicing things, it's like that people are taking shit. People say, you see the kid who was at Columbia, the comedian?
Yeah.
They like took his mic away because he was like, it's like, now what people.
Did you know what his point was? Did you see his joke?
Yeah.
His joke was actually saying it was like pro-gay.
Yeah.
It wasn't anti-gay.
It was pro-gay and it was pro-black.
Yes.
He's basically saying both of these people have it really, really rough. That no one would by choice do both.
They have a difficult life.
Yeah.
Being both gay and black because of all the bad things that come with it and all the fucking awful, racist, homophobic people. That's what he was saying. People don't listen. It's fucking disgusting, man.
What else you got on the rundown, Ruther?
I don't have much else, man.
All right.
That's it. Guys, if you like the show, subscribe to us on YouTube. We drop new episodes Monday and Thursday, and we record whenever the fuck we feel like it. And drop us an iTunes review. It takes 2 seconds, right, Joe?
Probably takes slightly longer than that, but yeah.
2 seconds. Give it a follow on Twitter @TheDirtySports. Joe, you can see live this week as well. Joe, where are you going to be at?
I will be up in Tahoe at the Improv at Harvey's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 Sunday. It's one of my favorite places to perform. Always get a couple dirt balls out up there. So come out and see me. Hit me up in advance. I'll put you on the list. There's usually a guest list. And then New Year's, just after New Year's, early 2019, with Eddie in the House of Comedy in Phoenix, Arizona. So
cool.
If you got any Arizona dirt balls, put that one on the calendar. JoePrano.com. They're all there.
And I'm going to be unveiling a new big contest tomorrow. We're giving away a TV, Prano. We're thusting away a TV.
Are we giving away a TV?
We're giving away
Can
a TV.
I win one?
You maybe. The qualifications are going to be pretty simple. Basically, following on Twitter, subscribing on YouTube, giving an Instagram follow, all those things to be in the running.
And also, since Mikey brought it up before, how much is it going to cost? Like, how much would it cost for you to wear something for somebody during the...
Let me think about it.
Okay.
Let me think about it.
Shirt should be one price, shorts, a hat.
Yes. Let me think
tattoos.
about it. I am available to be paid off. Let that be known. Anyway, yeah, guys, that was the show. Thank you for everybody who watched, who left comments on YouTube. You guys make it so much more enjoyable. Hit that subscribe button right now. Give us an upvote. Leave more comments. Stay all night. But this thing will be ending right now. Have a great week. And most importantly, don't forget, condoms are for pussies.